Hi, C's. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Spice. Hey, Retta. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Tommy. Hey, the church lady. And that's right. Make it your business to hit the thumbs up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, baby. I know y'all done seen most of this, but I have not. So we're going to act like this is our first time watching it. We're going to act like this is our first time watching it. Right? First, we're going to check out Miss Legena, Miss Louisiana, Miss Lasagna. I don't know what made her go back. I got an echo. Let me see. Hello? I still have an echo? I don't hear the echo. Y'all still hear the echo? I don't hear it. Hey, Jopana, what's up, booby? Good to see you, love. I don't hear the echo. Hey, Trey. She's so cray. Peace and blessings to you, my sister. Hey, Miss Taylor, baby. What's up, Drea? Hey, sugar, I have not. Okay, good. Thank you, Drea. What's up, T, baby? What's up going on, love? Hey, Mia, how you doing, baby? Hey, Paula. I have no idea where the echo come from, but that happens sometime, Hey, Cocaine. Thank you, Jopana. You is a beauty. Okay, let's start with the governess. We're going to start with the governess, baby, because why would you go to the governess? I don't know. She going to tell the truth. She going to tell the truth and that, but the truth so help her the truth, right? The truth and that, but the truth so help her the truth. But no, Louisiana got to take her butt on over there to the governess. What's wrong with her? I don't know. Let's see what the governess has to say. And all, check out the governess. A Walk with the Ancestors is her channel. Let's check it out.
Every time I nail it on the head. I mean, can't nobody even sing it like I sing it. Even Hakeem can't do it. And that is Hakeem's song. I mean, fuck me. Greetings and gratitudes, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. How are y'all doing? Greetings and gratitudes, motherfuckers. Well, we are here tonight for a special occasion. This young lady reached out to me Saturday, and we set this up today to take place, and I'm going to bring her on. But before I do, I have some ground rules, okay? I ask that this young woman is respected, okay? And that we hold our thoughts and opinions to ourselves, and we give her the utmost respect that we give over here at A Walk with the Ancestors, okay? So without any further ado, let me go on to bring on Miss Legena Gold.
Hi.
Hey, greetings. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I am well. So this is kind of a long time coming. I don't know if you know that or not. It's a long time coming. The first time I interacted with you was because Jaguar Wright called me one rising and wanted me to speak to you. You remember that?
Not really. She just had, from what I heard, it was like negative things about you. So I didn't know you didn't want to talk to me. It was just different from her end.
Okay, understood. Okay, so you reached out to me via Miss Gensis Saturday. Tell me why you reached out to me.
She had shown me the Baten video, and then I do feel spirits around too. So I felt his presence, and then what you was describing is
Hey,
sometimes what I feel
Charles.
too. So I felt like he was accurate.
That's them.
And it would be you talking to the spirits, and I feel like that's the goal for me. I feel like you were accurate in that end. So,
okay.
And then
so you have seen some of my work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I always give a speech, and let me say gratitude for saying that about my session with Baten and Miss Gensis.
Yeah.
So I always give a kind of a speech before I begin, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do because I know that you are new to me. I take what I do very seriously. And so I'm going to give you my speech and we're going to jump on into it, okay? So first of all, my name is Watita Dean. I call myself an ancestral interpreter. I simply interpret the information given to me by the ancestors. You may call them angels, guardians, or guides. I reference them as our loved ones crossed over into the spirit, okay? So
all right, I just wanted to see was that sound coming from me. It's not coming from me. So that's coming from her. Okay? So guys, bear with it, bear with it, bear with it.
I'm just going to say my prayer, my reverence, and we're going to dive into it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. You nervous? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Elise, welcome.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to see what I pick up on. Okay. Now, when I do this work, Legena, I hear names. So
Me
it's
neither,
either
church
the name
lady,
or
but
the
I want to
initial
hear
to the
it.
name they're trying to get me to. Okay.
I want
and
to
it
hear
doesn't
it,
mean that the person that I'm speaking of doesn't mean that they're passed away or crossed over. They can still currently be living, but we're acknowledging for some reason. Okay.
That's what.
I am aware that Legena is not your biological name, but I'm going to call you that because that's what you go by, okay? All right.
Yes.
Salute. Food chill. Salute.
First, I want to understand, where does the D name come in for you? How do you connect with that D name, please?
D. Is it a guy, like a?
Don't know if that's male or female, but I hear it, so I'm just going to acknowledge it. I know it's a D name, and I know it's connected to you.
I grew up with a guy named with a D. David.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's it or.
I don't know.
Okay.
But he's still living. So,
okay.
Well.
But I heard she gonna read her.
Is it 5 in your family, like siblings? Is it 5 of y'all?
The people I grew up with is David. Yeah, he's a brother, adopted brother. So.
Say it one more time.
David, as far as my adopted brother, yeah, him.
Oh, okay. So in total, your siblings that you grew up with is 5 of y'all?
The people I grew up with was more than 5, but he was the one I grew up with the longest, because the same households the majority of the time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's her real brother.
Okay, understood. And then what's the braces? Who has braces? Who is the person that had the braces in the mouth?
Oh, I do know a girl. She do have, her name do start with a D, and she do have braces. Probably Desiree, maybe.
Okay.
But
and
I didn't grow up with her.
How do you know her?
Yeah, let's get these likes up. These likes are nowhere. Come on, guys. Let's get these likes up. We can at least get 5 likes out of you guys. Hey, June, what's up, baby? We can at least get 5 likes out of you guys. Come on, my bush babies. We only need 3 more. We only need 3 more likes. Just 3 more so we can get this together. The thing is, I heard church lady, she gonna bust her. She gonna bust her bubbles. But we gonna find out. We gonna find out one more. Just one. Just one nice person. Just one nice person. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you all.
I would say she was the first person I met in the family I grew up around. So I think she's she was my original friend at first / cousin.
Hey sis, what's up, Marlene?
Okay, so I want to understand something. Did the abuse start like 12 or 13, or is that when the bullying started?
The abuse?
The abuse or the bullying, is that at 13 or 12?
I would say younger. I feel like as far as like getting whoopings and stuff like here.
I want to acknowledge. Tell me why 12 or 13 is significant.
He's not coming back.
Really?
12 or 13.
Hey Mo.
So there's 2 ages that stand out to me. That's the age of 12 and the age of 15. Okay. So this is the thing. I know that there was bullying. Okay. I understand that there was bullying. I don't know if they came from inside of your house or if they came from school.
You said 12. If I was 12 or 13, I'm not sure. Because I feel like they was always name calling the cousins. So I feel like maybe, or did something, because I also don't have memories. So I'm not sure if that might have been something that's blocked out, or is it something that time I was supposed to remember, or so.
How familiar are you with my work?
I've seen a few videos that you did, but I'm not trying to say too much because other people informed me that I did forget something. I'm not sure if it's when I was 12 or 13 or. And if it was school, I did get into it with people, but I wouldn't say that was bullying, I feel like. But
what would you reference?
I did hold my own.
Hey, Ms. Wentz.
Was a lot of it your skin complexion?
Yep.
I didn't feel like that until probably high school or after high school a little bit. But maybe it was her, because they used to, make jokes and stuff about everybody. So their form of
I can tell
time was to talk shit about people, and I didn't like it from them. That's why I stay back
Jay,
from them. I don't know if
welcome.
that was that year or was it more than that.
Girl, you can't lie. We can tell you lying.
As you said, 12 or 13.
Yeah. Oh, Legena. So listen. I'm never going to lie. I'm never going to hide anything. I'm always going to be very, very transparent. Okay.
Yeah.
The ages of 12 and 15 stand out to me. And it stands out because one, there's something about your mom. And I mean your mother, your biological mother, the mother who birthed you, not this whatever has been going on. I mean the mother who birthed you that made you feel some sort of way. I need to acknowledge that. I also need to acknowledge the feelings of not being like everyone else or not feeling accepted inside of where I was or where I grew up. Okay.
Yeah, as far as being in that grown up with them, I didn't feel accepted.
I told you.
Or I always felt like they treated me differently.
That's what I said.
Or as far as that specific time frame, them ages, I'm not sure. I do acknowledge that they was abusive. I do acknowledge that, but it just, as far as specific, like you want something for me to tell you something specific, I'm not sure what you want me to say.
Got it. No, I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to like hear me and you know, whatever you understand, then you just let me know.
Yeah.
She blocked out abuse.
So I need to skip ahead to 21 and through 21, 22, and 23 years old. Okay.
Someone accepted doesn't make up a whole new family. Not accepted, I think.
Let me understand something, man.
Uh-oh.
Is it sexual abuse? Was that too much for you to handle mentally?
I think I might have been. I'm not sure. They said it's something I forgot, so I'm not. It might have been that.
Who is they? When you keep saying they, who is they?
My psychic or my tata and my babalao. They said it's something I forgot, and so I'm not sure. It could be possible. So.
I know she's telling the truth.
Are you saying it happened when I was in that 12, 13, or was it 2021 or from 2022? I mean, that year?
I feel like the sexual abuse happened younger, but I feel like around 21 through 23 is where the mental break started to happen. Now, let me say this, because I got to be quite honest with you, because I'm not going to play any games. I'm not going to play any games whatsoever. I do not believe that you have forgotten. Okay. I don't believe you have forgotten. Okay. I believe that your life was very tumultuous. And it was a lot to handle. And I feel like there was a lot of mistreatment to where you did not want to belong in which the family in which you were with. And so I feel like things started to happen, as well as like bullying and some sort of like abuse, and unacceptance and feeling different. And so it feels like going into like 21, 22, 23 years old, I feel like there was something about going to school or going to college. So did you enroll to college or did you actually go to college?
I went to a community college around that time But as far as like sexual abuse, I don't remember because I would have just said, no, I didn't get sexual abuse, but I'm not sure. I would say what evidence that I might have had it was when I had like a miscarriage, but I had sex with one person, and that should have been the time frame because I still had my period and stuff too, so it was unexplainable what happened.
What's the age
yes,
on that?
Very deceptive.
This was in 2014, so 2014.
Yeah, make up
maybe 19, 20.
She don't even know her.
See, this is what I'm saying to you, love. There's a mental break that happened here. I want to understand your mother. Is she somewhat the source of the mental infraction?
When I was younger, but you're not gonna believe me anyway. So, as far as what happened to her, and then when I was very young, like with Nana, I was saying Wayburn.
I gotta take that out because you can't say that.
Because I feel like
she's my mom. So
I feel like all of these things, I'm talking about your biological mother, your real mother. I'm not talking about this whole Aaliyah fictitious thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your real mother, your biological mother. Because I feel like you were left alone a lot. I feel like that there was parental out of the house. I feel like there was some sort of like mistreatment or neglect going on right there. And it not necessarily. What is it? Yeah,
I'm agreeing. Yeah, that happened.
And I feel like the unacceptance and the bullying in and out of the family caused some things to happen, and it may also have been triggered by the miscarriage or the pregnancy or whatever that is. It may be triggered by that, but it feels like around that time of going to college and not feeling seen or accepted, and then I feel like there was a period of trying to grow and to be seen and to be accepted, which is what led you into this
hey queen
dysfunctional reality. Okay, so listen, I'm aware that you're aware that Aaliyah and R. Kelly are not your parents. I'm aware
that they are.
I'm aware that you're aware. I'm not going to play that game. I'm aware that you're aware that they are not. I'm aware that they are. This is one of the things that.
Is it because they're celebrities, you don't feel it, or it just?
Because they're not your parents. And you're aware that they're not your parents.
But I remember them being there and I feel like they are.
No, you created that.
I knew it. I told y'all this.
I created that Nana and them was my family. That's what happened.
You didn't accept that they were your family. Because
actually did.
On the inside, you wanted to belong to something different. And becoming...
Guys, I do not have to be whatever she is, but I told y'all all this already. Hey, Coffee, what's up, my love? Mwah. I told you guys when that cousin, when her family members was on Hear Her channel, and she had them up there, when that cousin started crying and saying that she is tired of this, and not just because of her, but because of everything that went down in that family, I told you she disassociated herself or disassociated her mind. She disassociated her mind. I told you her story. I'm glad her story is being out there. I'm glad her story is out there, but she needs to tell her own story. So the way she's breaking it down, I done said this already, but I'm glad that she is. I don't know what made her go on there, but at this point, Louisiana, I'm just saying, everything so far, what she's saying is absolutely true. And you really don't have to be a governess to know these things. Hey, shy girl. Thank you, baby. You think Genesis encouraged it? I don't know. I hope so, because, we got to get off this fairy tale land with this girl. Well, let's go.
Inside of the dysfunctionality of the love that you began to carry for Aaliyah and wanting her to be your mother is when you created that.
The thing is, I had the memories of her being my mom. I don't know, because she's, not to be mean or anything, because I didn't grow up around the generation where it was adoration. I just already knew who she was. And then after she died,
say it again.
That's when I already knew who she was before, before her name, as far as her celebrity wise. And that's why I even even knew her since I seen her on TV. I'm like, that's her, my mom. That was her.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
hey, Deborah.
As far as I'm not a fangirl, I'm not following to these celebrity hype things. I'm not doing any of that.
Mm-hmm.
But you are. This is just one of the things that you created to push yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
No, because the thing is, I value the people I did grow up, even though they did treat me wrong. I would rather that they was, and I don't have to deal with the other ones. But this is my feeling. This is my memory. And like I said, I still need the proof, and I just had the DNA test saying, no, my dad. And I would be able to, back in the day, I would swear that he was.
Mm-hmm.
But Zama, I still got to figure it out too. So I asked her for a DNA test, and if we can go live on air, because it's just everybody on this now. So it is for me. I just know what I know and remember what I remember. I don't know if you can see it, because what you're saying about your biological mom, she did leave me. She left me alone. She had a career. The thing with Zama, I wasn't really around her either. So I don't know if you can read both there.
Who is that you call it? You said Zana or Zana?
Zama.
Zama.
Z.
Who is that?
Yeah. My adopted mom.
Your biological mom.
My adopted mom.
Your biological mom.
I don't know if you can you read her or the sense if she is or not?
Oh, that's your biological mother, right?
No.
Are you not a twin?
No, I don't think, no, he's not my twin. I've always been bigger than him, taller than him. As far as when you say different age ranges, I believe that I'm 2 years older than what they told me.
But you're not, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
I do spiritual work too, and I also knew that it was going to happen this way too. But
what's the end game? What's the end game?
No end game.
Like what after everything is said and done, then what's going to happen?
Like in my life, I still want justice for my mom, Aliyah, and I still want to help other people that's in that predicament as far as in the music industry.
But she's not your mom.
I know she is.
That's why I asked you if you knew who I was.
I've seen some of your videos. I've seen some.
Did you
But
see
I
the
feel
one
like
I did
you,
with her?
because I also know Monica, she's saying that the thing you said about 10 is accurate.
And I'm telling you, and what I'm saying about you is accurate.
So,
Daddy-o.
Love Lila Halton, that's my biological name. I don't know if you can sense something other. Because I also have verification from my psychic and my tata. But
Ciao.
and then you also saying, oh, you remember getting sexually abused. Not at those ages, not that time. I don't remember ever. So if you're saying 12, 13, no, I didn't remember everything.
Before then, but there's something about the age of 12, 13, 15, as well as 21 and 23. Those ages stand out to me for some specific reason. Not really
you know why?
As to exactly like. So around 12 years old, right? I feel like that is kind of where you started to understand that you were more than unhappy with your living situation. Okay. And you also understood that like you wanted to be like seen. You understood then you were not being seen. You understood then that you wanted to do something to where you had attention. It feels like you were left alone a lot. And when I say that, I mean the parentals were not in the household the way that they should have been. I don't know if they were working or just out of the house. But I know that there are you and I want to say like 5 to 6 other people or children in the household. Okay. I feel like the home life wasn't always so good, so kept. Okay. I feel like the mother, your mother, the woman you grew up with, I feel like she was not as attentive as she should have been. And I feel like there was something about her that made you feel different and unaccepted.
Something about her, the one I grew up with.
Yes.
I didn't know I loved her until like 2008 after her stroke. And I'm not trying to be mean about it just because she wasn't there. But when that happened, to see her in the hospital bed, I did feel away. I'm like, dang. She already lost. She couldn't be around kids anyway because she was on that. She lost parental rights, or she just couldn't be around kids. So I knew that already. Because CPS, Child Protective Service, I couldn't see her, so I was accepting of that. And
tell me why she lost the parental rights.
I remember, because the thing is, the age I remember her hitting his head, not a head, with a hammer, and in the car. The thing is, my so-called twin don't remember that night or the other one, but that's why I say I'm older than them, because I remember everything that happened that night. As far as
you remember because you were traumatized, and that's what I'm saying to you, which is why you don't want to belong to this family, which is why you have created this dysfunction.
I would rather belong to them just because of the fact the whole what he did with the kids. I don't agree with that, but I also remember seeing him when I was younger, and Nana was there too.
You are very aware that Aaliyah Halton and Robert Kelly are not your parents.
And when it's proven.
I don't need for it to be proven, because this is what I do.
It's going to one day.
And I'll wait for it. But you know, like I know, that they're not your parents.
I know they are.
You don't. And I understand. But let me say this. Because everyone has treated you like a child that is just have created a false narrative. And I'm not going to give you that because you're, what, 31?
Well, I believe I'm 30 or about to turn 30. But the other age is only 27.
So the thing is this, you're not a kid. You're very aware. You're not. And you're very aware. And you've tried multiple things to get yourself seen. And this is something that just so happened to be something that got you seen.
Ma'am, if I wanted to be seen, I would have just done something that's normal to do without being ridiculed. Without being like, I would have done like a normal thing to get viral. A normal thing.
You did.
Shake my ass or something, or date a rapper or
you did a lot
singer.
Of things to go viral, but none of those things worked.
For my protection.
None of those things worked.
No, I didn't do any of that. I don't have no internet. I don't do recordings of shaking my booty. I don't do things.
I've seen your recordings. If I would have
done it, I would have just.
Some of the things
we all did, T baby. We all did. We all
what
did.
I'm saying to you is, that's why I asked you why you wanted to do this, because someone should have told you that I'm not going to lie to you and I'm not going to allow you to come on and make a fool of my platform. You're very aware.
I'm not saying, I feel like that you would meant, not to cut you off or anything, but I feel like that you will be able to look in my energy and see it.
I am, and I'm telling you.
Even though I am spiritual like myself, and I knew it was not going to be ended the way, but I'm not going to flaky. I'm not going to just try to back off because it don't go my way. It's not a way. I'm just trying to feel like maybe I'm just trying to see what happened to me if something happened to me. But then you saying, oh yeah, it's something you remember. I don't remember getting sexually assaulted as a kid. I don't remember that. Not even in my early 20s. I don't remember that. But you're saying that was something that you do remember. And I'm like, I don't remember. I just said it. But I thought you'd be able to talk about that. I don't know if you
there's a lot
can't
of
say who it is or who is it
there
from,
was a lot
or
of
are you going to,
there's a lot of
are you saying it's from the D name, or is it from who was it? Like,
let me ask you a question. Why'd you choose that name?
Because that's what you said. It was a D. So I'm just saying, okay, maybe it's something specific from that, or is it because she had something to do with something, or is it him that did something to me, or is it like it's two D's? I don't know. Because you said it was a D name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it docs, or is it?
Okay. So listen. There was a time of age, I believe between 3 to 5 years old is when some of the sexual abuse started, right? And then I feel like it progressed up, but you're saying you don't remember anything, but I also feel like that there was things sexually about you as well, okay?
Something sexual from me.
Yes. And it is a lot. It is a lot because I feel like you all were left to your own devices a lot, and so your innocence was taken long time ago. But the manipulation factor, it started probably between the ages of 7 and 10 and got really hectic around 12 to 13 years old. So many lies that was told. This is not just your first time doing things like this. You've lied a very long time.
Oh.
You're used to lying and manipulating, and I understand. But I'm just a person. I stand by what it is that they show me, so I completely understand. Like, this is just one of the many things that you've concocted and brought out in hopes to become seen. I understand that. I understand that. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're right. Maybe I missed. I'm not. And I'm starting with the sexual and the abuse, because I believe that is the factor of why you're doing what you're doing.
Hey, Diesel.
Because you're trying to make it seem like I'm doing it because of clout, or I'm just, maybe I am broken out of reality. I'm not sure, because you're saying sexual abuse from whatever age. And I used to be able to say, like, no, I didn't get touched, nor this didn't happen. But now you're telling me something different. Other people saying I forgot something terrible happened to me. I don't know. But I'm not, all this thing is because my memories and what I feel. I don't know if they just put me with other people and adults or something and got sexually assaulted or something, or I'm not sure. I'm still trying to find who I am and what happened to me in my life. Like, I really don't know 100%. But I'm not on here for clout.
When did you discover that you didn't know?
When I discovered I didn't know.
When did you discover that you didn't know?
As far as like
that you don't remember things.
Oh, from my Baba Lao, because he said something happened to you that you forgot. And I'm like, what happened? And then my Tata, who's also in the Paulo, something like Paulo, he's saying, oh, something terrible happened to you that you don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, what happened?
She ain't cashing it.
Do you have two sisters?
Two sisters?
Mm-hmm.
You only said two sisters, or?
I'm asking, do you have two? Are they younger than you?
Yeah. Her brother, the oldest.
You don't believe that they're my sister. They're not, so.
And they was the light-skinned Puerto Rican, and you was the dark-skinned one. I got you. Got you. They was the pretty ones, and you.
Okay, so I want to leave everything else to the side for just a moment, because I want to look at something else. What's the fire? Like, did someone set a fire? What's the fire?
Oh yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Somebody did set a fire. The little girl I was raised with, she set a fire, or she set the brother, but I think it was her that had a lighter. But it's also somebody else that set a fire somewhere else. I'm not sure if that's it too. So,
so when you say
is it a house fire, or is it like
your little sister is the one who set the fire?
Yeah. But David also set a fire somewhere too. And then David, the house I was in fire as well. The next one. Yeah. It's a different. So I don't know which one.
Okay. Got it.
Is it?
She's like, damn it. Why come on here?
I don't want to mispronounce her name again, because is it Vama? What is it? What's her name?
Zama. It's almost like Da, but
Zama.
Zama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it her mom that's crossed over this past?
No.
Who is the grandmother?
Her mom's still alive.
Who is the grandmother that's
her
crossed
grandma?
over?
Yeah.
No. Not her grandma. Let me understand something.
You've been lying for a while, dopamine.
No.
Uh-oh.
Either she has someone else that raised her like a mom, or you were also in a foster system with another woman that raised you.
And she was.
Can you say that again?
And she was.
So either Zama has two moms, like someone else that raised her, or there's someone else that also raised you besides Zama.
She was in foster care. Yep.
Zama wasn't never raised with another woman. It was always her and my mom. I didn't know this.
So were
but
you
me, I
raised by
was.
a second woman?
Yeah. Well.
Were you in the foster system?
I said I believe I was adopted, but
no. This would be no. Because there's an older woman. I don't feel like this is your mom's grandma. I feel like this is like a grandmother, unless this is your father's mom. Because this is a grandmother.
Is she alive or is she dead?
She's crossed over. She's passed away.
I wasn't because I know you don't want to say, so you said drop my parents' situation. I wasn't raised by another woman. Like, I've been with their households, different women's households, but they never passed yet. They didn't die yet. So,
right. But so I'm saying, were you fostered to another household, or did you just stay with someone else?
I stayed with a lot of different other people. So
I saw that, T-Baby. I saw that.
But the women that prior to Nana, after living with him, the women I lived with never died, so they still here.
Their mother.
This is an older lady that would be like a grandmother.
She ain't gonna tell you.
Where does the T name come in at?
They're talking about you, T-Baby.
I don't know if that's like Teresa or Trisha. It's a T. And I just want to understand who that is and where that person comes in at.
I'm not sure who the T name is. The only one I know is probably Tanya or anything, but she's young. She's not a grandma, and I didn't live with her.
Never said that.
This is a T name. I need to understand. I heard you say something about somebody got hit with whatever hammer. This is something different, and I kind of want to connect this with something else. Like, unless this person was doing this a lot, like was somebody also hitting the head with like a pan or a pot or some kind of skillet? Like besides the hammer thing, who's the other person that would have hit somebody or got hit in their head with something? Because this is not a hammer, this is something else.
And she young? You said she's older, like at grandma age? Or?
That's separate. That is separate. No. I'm asking you this. Who is the person that would have gotten hit or hit?
With a pan?
Yeah, like with something like a pan or a pot or...
Gwendolyn, she got in a domestic violence dispute with her boyfriend at the time. That's what I can only remember, somebody getting hit with a pan.
And who is that?
Gwendolyn.
And Gwendolyn is who?
The adopted sister. The older one.
Oh, the adopted sister.
Yeah.
Where's
I'm not sure it's her.
Okay, but where's the T name that connects with her?
Oh, she know of people that's related to her. That's like Tanisha or Anika. That'd be like her son's family. But I'm not sure. But they're not really grandma. I did live in that house before for a few months. So I'm not sure if that's it or...
Okay, understood. I so get it. There's a grandmother, and I don't know again and where she comes from, but I feel like she's on your mom's side of the family. But it could be your father. I feel like it's your mom's side. So now this is the thing.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was live for a second.
I'm sure you're going to disagree with what I'm getting ready to say, but
pow.
Because you reached out to me, I'm going to do my job because that's just what I do.
Pow.
You've stolen from people.
Ooh.
You've done fucked up shit to people.
Oh, hey Trinity.
Listen, I see straight through it. I see straight through it all. And I know that
Are
you're
you reading my energy?
I'm reading you, sister. You've stolen from people, like you've stolen people's clothes and shit, like earrings. You've stolen their shit. You've stolen their things.
What?
Yeah, you did.
No, I haven't stole since a kid. Like I don't approve of that, like at all.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You have stolen from people. And I know here recently you've tried to be good and make a difference because whatever. But this is the thing. You're very, very, very manipulative. And you like it feels like if we did interviews with people that were around you and grew up, everything that I'm saying to you would be validated.
Okay, I feel like maybe we should do interview with other people because the thing is, I've been around people like that, and I tried to do my best to not be like that.
Damn right.
I don't believe in stealing from them. I probably was as a kid, and I learned my lesson. I haven't done that since like after 2003. I always been the person that said, "What about karma? It's a sin to be still."
Now you
I always been like that, so it didn't just happen. Like, oh, I don't want to be. Like,
oh, now you got a memory. I thought you didn't remember nothing. I thought you didn't remember nothing. But you didn't say, oh, I don't remember if I stole or not. Hello to the tango. How you doing, baby? Hey, Virgo Queen. Yeah, she disassociated herself. But maybe she didn't. Because now she got a memory. See, when she's putting all this stuff on her, now she got a memory. But before, I don't remember 13. I don't remember 14. I remember 21. I remember 22. I don't know. My adopted family. Oh, you stole from people in your family. Oh, I didn't steal nothing. Only when I was little. But you didn't steal from when you was little because, you was with your nanny, remember? Yeah, she got selective memory like a mofo. Mm-hmm. Or I didn't steal. I remember I didn't steal nothing with my blank memory. With my blank memory. Mm-hmm. After 2003, but before the stealing was on the table. And then I also say, what about the karma? She says she hasn't stolen since she was a kid. A kid is under 18 years old, but she tries to make it like no. But my thing is, she has no memory of under 18. But she remembers she didn't steal nothing. I didn't do it. Now she'd have been like, I probably did steal stuff. I don't remember. That would go more along with the story. Why not? Greed is the number one greatest demon. My dad used to say, once you give a man and money, he learns what he can do. He's going to want to look at DJ. Oh, DJ Envy. He said it was DJ Envy said it wasn't him. Damn it. Even though he was sitting in the office, it wasn't him. She stole the bucket and the bucket hat from the top. Now she got memory. Let's finish hearing her memories. Let's finish hearing her memories. Let me check these lights out. While we're waiting. Can we get 5 likes? Can we just get 5 likes? Can we get just 5 likes out of you Bush babies? Can we get, we need 4 more. We just need 4 more likes from you Bush babies. 4, just 4. We just need 4. That's it. Three. Can we get 3? I don't know about DJ Envy situation. The other you mentioned, what part of what I said were you referring to? Oh. All right. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to her memories.
It didn't just happen recently. I try not to do those type of things, especially after 2004. So if you're saying that's
After
me,
2004,
and I'll be trying not to do that and telling people around me not to do that, and that's why I grew up around.
She said after 2004. So how old would you be in 2004? Because you just told us you don't remember nothing. But let's go.
And I'm like, nah, and I get ridiculed or bullied for not being like them. So I don't, because I heard you said I was manipulated before. That's why I was hesitant to come, because I'm like, really? But I'm like, I don't know. But as far as you calling me a thief and I haven't been stealing as an adult, I know. Even as a teenager, I don't believe in that. And I know you said, yeah, she's going to deny. I'm denying. I don't know what energy you're reading, or I don't know. I feel like the people are around me that they was doing that. So if you interview their ass, you read them right. And I'm the one that try not to do it. They be like, oh, you're an angel, you think you're an angel, and I tried for a long time not to do that. I believe in God watching me. Mm-hmm. And I was a heavy Christian, so I'm like, that I should not steal. So I'm like,
oh, Lord,
taking from somebody else, and that's not mine. I don't like to do that.
Now she a Christian, a heavy Christian. She a heavy Christian. When was this? Because you don't have no memory. Who told me about this interview? Thank you. I don't know who did, but thank you.
You stole from people. You've stolen clothes. You've stolen earrings. You've stolen their money. You've not really been nice to children growing up. You were not that nice because of the shit that you were going through, the bullying, the manipulation. Like you were over a few children. Now, I'm not going to say that you were just a monster or no shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like,
boss lady,
I feel like you got the blunt of a lot of shit. Like shit was taken out on you. And because of that, I feel like you had a break, a mental break. And I feel like you have created a lot of different things, but you know how to be manipulative. Like you're two-sided. Because you know how to play this game. And so that's the energy that you want people to come with. But you are dangerous.
Ooh. Ooh. Danger.
I want you to be better. I want you to get better. I want you to understand that this is not what it has to be.
Yeah, she heavy Christian.
The thing is, I'm not saying any of this because I don't believe in my own self. I genuinely believe that they are my parents.
Hey, Miss Lee.
And I'm not going to stop until I'm proven wrong.
She went back
as far as being stealing and stuff.
You're saying that because you don't want people to look at you and say that you're a liar. This is a part of.
I'm not here to lie on a dead woman or to claim a guy that touched on kids. I'm not trying to do that. This is what I believe. And then as far as I got from last year, like before August of 2022, I would have believed Nana was my dad. I would have thought I was gonna end. I would have just believed all the stuff that happened. I would just accept it because I'm like, oh yeah, that's what families are. I didn't seek no violation from them because I know what type of person they are in life. So I don't really care what they do.
She's dangerous.
I already know what I've experienced. I already knew. I'm just like, but now, August, I'm like, that's when I found out. And I'm like, okay, now I know why certain things happen. But as far as you saying, oh yeah, you growing up being a thief or manipulating and stuff like that, I don't want to manipulate nobody. I want people to see me for who I am, and I see them for who they are.
But you don't.
What?
But you don't. Because the thing is, you can't just say, okay, I lied, y'all. Because that's going to bring forth the other energy.
But I don't believe I'm lying.
But you do. You know that.
I swear in my life, I don't believe I'm lying.
You don't
And I swear to
believe
God,
lying.
Oh Lord, she swear
I'm
to
not
God.
lying.
She swear to God.
I don't believe I'm lying. I believe I'm telling the truth. Like I
God.
said, I still got to do the DNA step. I'll take the steps necessary.
You said your name is Love. Where'd you hear that at?
Love Lila Houghton.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you hear that at?
Growing up, I always called myself Love or my rap name or things like that. And then the psychic helped me with that too. I don't know if you can read on that name or...
You're a liar.
Oh.
And you're a manipulator.
That's why she wasn't scared of Jack.
Look, I have lied before, but I do take ownership. I don't feel like I'm lying. This is what I believe in. I feel like people think, oh, you're trying to get clout. I feel like it's a lot of many ways to get clout. It's a many ways to get clout and many ways to get viral. I don't feel like I'm lying as you saying that I'm lying on people. I genuinely believe Ali is my mom and Robert Kelly's my dad. Because I remember seeing him.
And like even with today, like you know who I am. You know the work that I do. And the hype about you has gone down, and this would just be another way for your hype to escalate back up. And then again, that's why
video live
it was.
You don't have to put this out because I already had. You can put it out or don't put it out.
We could do it on live. That was your word. Yeah. We could do it live.
Because I don't have nothing to hide. I don't have nothing to hide.
Me either. And I have no reason to lie.
And I also have a different reading prior to you that's stating what I'm saying is facts.
You a lie.
But it's not fact until I get the evidence out. So I'm going to still have to do that part.
Oh, Lord, she's lying.
So I'm just like, it feels like for me, like for knowing them and then hearing this, even though I am spiritual too, I already knew it wasn't going to go the way I'm thinking. But I'm like,
you were okay with that. You were okay with knowing that it wouldn't go that way because...
Yeah, because that's my spiritual intuition told me. But I'm like, I don't have nothing to hide. If it's some parts that is true or some parts that's not, I'm still going to follow through because that's what I said to you. I don't want to cancel on you. And this is what, it's something God's going to still bring us together for me to learn whatever I have to learn. And if you're saying I've been sexually assaulted, that's what I want to know too. Because you saying, oh yeah, you know that and you're lying about it. And I'm like, I don't remember. I used to be thinking like I didn't, nothing happened to me. Everybody else something happened to them. And then I'm like, okay. But having the evidence of maybe that miscarriage, and I'm like, okay, that's to signify something that I should have already knew, but I don't remember.
So have you ever had to see a mental health physician?
No, that's not that I know of. Back in the kids, I don't know what happened to me.
I mean, as an adult, have you had to be like? Did you check yourself into a mental hospital? Have you ever been seen by a mental health doctor?
Yep, her sister did.
I had talked to my therapist, and then after I went viral, they put me into a mental hospital. So for like a psychiatrist, that's my first time. I'm not sure if anything happened that I don't remember, like a shock therapy or something happened that I don't know what my hidden memories, the forgotten memories. I can't take account for those. So maybe if there's something I done that I don't remember it and I done it that times I don't remember, maybe that's true. I'm not sure. But for me, this consciousness, I don't remember that.
Okay.
So like
I want you to hear me when I say I'm gonna say something. I want you to hear me. So I do a lot of interviews with those who have crossed over and passed away.
Yeah.
And I did an interview with Aaliyah. There was a question where she was very specific to say she doesn't have any children.
That's what she said. Would you ever talk to her now?
Oh, absolutely. You're not her daughter.
I don't know, because that kind of made me sad. If you really did talk to her, and that's what she said specifically. Was this recently?
This was like 3 years ago.
She said that.
This is 3 years ago.
Yep.
So even in the right now, I have to tell you, you're not her daughter.
Yes, I am.
I believe I am, but I don't know if I'm not sure. Still need proof for myself. Because I'm not saying, I still need to find out. That's what I said. I still remember her. I don't know why I remember her. That's prior before I even got around Zama or Nana. And I still remember Robert and Wayburn.
Who? Robert and who? Yeah,
Listen,
she rocking the boat, all right.
I'm very honest with you. The child that Aaliyah was once pregnant with was a son. The child was sacrificed. The child did not even make it outside of her 6th month of pregnancy. She does not have any.
Hello. Where are my regular people? Did I or did I not say if she had a child, it was a boy? Where are my regular people? Y'all gonna start paying me for what I guess I'm a seer. I said, what would make her think that it was a girl? I said it was a boy. Where is my regular people when I said that? Damn, I wish I would have knew she would have said that. Because I would have bought that sucker right back up. Disregarding her by looking away from her is a genius move. They just alike. Both captain. Baby, yeah, but she still telling this girl the truth. Even if I'm saying the same thing. And I specifically said she was not knocked up. And if she was, it was a boy. It was never a girl. It was a boy. And here she go saying the same thing. God damn it. I mean, I don't know. I just said if it was a boy. It was not a girl. I said, I don't know where she keep thinking she had a girl from.
I don't know, because that kind of made me sad. If you really did talk to her.
Oh, you sad.
And that's what she said specifically. Was this recently?
This was like 3 years ago. This is 3 years ago. So even in the right now,
Coney,
I have to tell you, you're not her daughter.
Hey, Hawaii. Hello.
I believe I am, but I don't know if I'm not sure. Still need proof for myself. Because I'm not saying, I still need to find out. That's what I said. I still remember her. I don't know why I remember her. That's prior before I even got around Zama or Nana.
Because you put her in your mind.
I still remember Robert and Wayburn.
And you put Jack back in jail. Now we don't believe nothing your ass say. I don't believe nothing you say.
Listen, I'm going to be very honest with you. The child that Aaliyah was once pregnant with was a son. The child was sacrificed. The child did not even make it outside of her 6th month of pregnancy. She does not have any living children. You are not her daughter.
And then my psychic also, my other one confirmed. I'm not trying to compare you and him or you, because I feel like you are
nobody
spiritual aware.
This walk like I do. There's nobody that walks this walk like I walk it. So I'm okay with you saying that. My work is proven.
And so is that person too. And it's 2 other people saying, confirming for me too.
You're not her daughter, and you know that.
I believe I am. Because why none of the Hawks instead came out and said no. And I'm not trying to use this moment like to go online. I just feel like maybe you, I don't know. But I knew. And my intuition, I already knew. I was expecting it. But I also believe that you was here to shed light on what might have happened to me as a kid. I can't confirm that or not because I don't remember.
And I have, and I want you to understand that there is a lack of acceptance of who you are, where you come from, and you're not her daughter. The child she was pregnant with was a son. That child is not living.
Fuck. I mean, sorry.
I understand.
Fuck.
And
I can't tell you what you've seen or heard. I can't speak on that.
I understand the love that you have for her. I understand that you talk to her. I understand. I get it. I understand it.
I'm gonna still go out and give my proof. I did write Robert a letter. We'll see if he responds back or not. Because I still remember meeting him and him being my dad and him singing "I Believe I Can Fly" to me.
Oh, God.
Before I even heard it on the radio. I don't think I heard it on the radio until I got older. But
You was a lie. You was a lie.
The one thing that lets me know that you know that you're not your parents because you're a twin.
Huh?
You're a twin.
I don't believe he's my twin. I believe I'm 2 years older.
Oh Lord,
than him.
These things.
We can do a DNA test too. The thing is, I've been asking these people, but they want to act like they want to do it, but they don't want to do it.
I understand.
She could fly all right.
Whatever proof you feel like you need, I hope you receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the mental instability that's happening is not healthy. You have your whole life to live. You can't live your life in the shadow of someone because you love her. I understand that you love her.
As a mother way, before last year, I liked her music. And that was it. She just reminded me of the mom that I lost. And that's as far as it went.
I hear you. I know that you're lying. So I don't know where else we're going to go because I know that you're lying. You know that you're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
My.
You know she's not your mom.
And I know she is.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
Ooh.
She isn't.
I know she is.
She isn't though.
I'm going to get proof.
I understand.
I'm going to get proof.
I understand. And I really hope that you do. And when you receive the information that I'm giving to you, I hope that you're able to accept it at that time so you can move forward in your life as an adult woman who needs to find herself in a greater space than what you are in right now. Because you don't have to do this to stand in the light that belongs to you.
What do you say?
I said you don't have to stand in this to be great.
I know. This is my parents, this situation. It's because I want to know who I am. You might not believe it. Some people might not believe it.
You knew who you were already.
Actually, when I thought I did, before August last year, I would have thought I was Ghanaian, and it proven I'm not in my ancestry test. All these things I would have never questioned. I would have thought I knew who I was. I went on the internet on my videos saying who I thought my biological parent was. Before them on my YouTube a few years ago. I was so adamant. I thought I knew who I was.
Begin to remember that you had been with Robert Kelly and Aaliyah was your mom. When did you begin to remember that?
With Robert R. Kelly, my dad, I always refer to him like my first dad before he switched. But I'm like, after all the things he did, I'm like, and then him not coming back to visit me on Wayburn, I just, I shut him out. And with his music, I'm still learning to this day what his music was, because I was adamant about not listening to him even as a kid, because I heard from my teachers what they said about him.
Well, what did the house look like? What the house look like?
I just stopped, and then now I'm learning it now. I just knew his reputation about the video, but I also remember him being in Wayburn and our visits together.
You had such a tumultuous upbringing from the abuse and the neglect and the things that you've done, and the ways that you've shown up to people, the
You
manipulation and
keep
the lying.
saying, because you keep saying that, but I try not to steal or anything. I haven't done that since 2004. That's a long time. When others around me try to do it, I can try to convince them not to do it.
How old were you in 2004?
I don't remember.
The 1995 year, that's 2000. I mean, that's 9. But if I was 11, maybe 10 or 11.
I don't remember.
In 93.
Child, you had a dream. Woke up. Wake that up.
I don't know exactly what you were hoping to accomplish, but you're a liar. And you're a manipulator, and you can't manipulate me.
You can't manipulate me now.
Ooh. I don't want to. You came to me.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because I feel like maybe you'll be able to do an accurate reading on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to give you a chance for it. And
you're
then
not
you
giving
say,
me
oh,
a chance
yeah,
to do
because there's certain
anything.
things that I know for a fact that I know for a fact.
Oh,
and then you say, oh, yeah, you've been sexually abused, but you know about it already. And you pretend like, no. I'm still learning and finding out things about me. Whatever I forgot, it's probably what I forgot. Like, I can't, people stealing me, I forgot something. Or something terrible happened to me. You confirmed some of it too, but you're saying I knew that, but I didn't know that. And I'm still trying to figure out who by who. And then you're saying different ages. It started at 3 to 4.
3 to 5 years old you were.
3 to 5.
Let me tell you something. You were not just molested by one person.
Ooh.
I do feel like whoever, like, I don't know if that's your brother or your stepbrother or whatever, there was a lot of shit going on in your house.
Yep.
And you can say that you don't remember beautiful gratitude, you don't remember it, understood, but you were also not the best child either. I'm just trying to be good, and I put all of this shit out there.
Tell us.
No, you can put it out because I'm still not saying, and I'm still don't know what you're talking about.
I understand.
And you're trying to make it seem like, oh, I condone some of the stuff. Like, I remember when somebody tried to make me do something, I'm like, nah, that's not what we're supposed to do. And I thought that was the last time. So, and then you saying like, nah. Because I know myself, like, I don't be trying to date nobody. I be trying to hold out for a lot of stuff. I'm not out there being friendly. I'm not like that. And you saying, oh, you was like that as a kid. That don't even make sense for me.
I said, you're like what?
Oh, you was basically saying I was sexualized, or I was doing that too. And that don't even make sense for me because I don't do none of that now. I never remember doing that then. But if they're saying it's something I don't remember, it might be something I don't remember. My mind is open to a lot of things. But I just know from what my standpoint is this now.
When you and Jaguar Wright first called me, right? You both were saying things as if, and saying things like you were sex trafficked. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What's the story of that?
I was.
Oh, now she got memory.
The adopted sisters gave me some, like, you know, like a roofie type, and they let a celebrity touch me. And he put that in his songs.
Who's the adopted sisters? The sisters you grew up with?
Yeah.
Are they adopted? Who adopted y'all?
So that's what I'm saying. And then he's
and so they made you what? They made you touch them, or they made you touch other siblings?
Did they? That's what you're asking, or that's what you're saying?
That's what I'm asking you.
Ooh.
I remember one of them tried to around like 2002 or 3. And I told her, no, like, you're not supposed to do that. But I don't remember anything else. I thought that was like the last instance of weirdo shit I seen from her. But if you're saying more things
So
happen,
then you
or
were sex trafficked after that?
after what, 7, 8, or 9?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, because as far as what I'm talking about with that guy, this was like I would say 25.
What do you consider sex trafficked?
Sex traffic, as far as somebody's getting paid for that one person, whether they're a child or a dog, for somebody, and then they can be doing things like that. So I feel like, so for him specifically, I thought that was my adult life. I was just saying I thought I didn't get touched as a kid, but I didn't.
She got you.
Some things that y'all know more than I know about.
She caught you.
So.
She caught
Because if you're saying something and then somebody said I forgot something, it's something I want to remember.
Your adoptive older sister did sex trafficking you. Like, in what capacity, in what way?
I would say she knew the guy, she put something in my drink, and then I was sleeping. And then she let him in. And then one instance I have evidence, I don't have evidence, it's just he did it again because I was in my period. And then I remember like somebody being there and I couldn't move. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it was blood in the pillow in my face by somebody else's fingerprints. So I'm just saying like that I don't remember.
That's not sex trafficking.
He's a narcissist, so he just brags about it. But as far as kids, I can't say anything from as my kid or teenage ways because I don't remember that. But I don't know if it's like.
You became Legena because you did not like being Angela, because Angela had all this fucked up shit happen to her. Angela had all of these different things. She was and is this person who you don't like, and you're not able to, like, you're trying to disconnect from that energy of who you were growing up. And like I said, there was a lot of sexual abuse that took place, and there was a lot of sexual abuse you enacted in, whether you wanted to or not. But there was a lot of fighting, there was a lot of molestation, there was a lot of abuse, there was a lot of neglect. The woman, your mother, was very neglectful and very hateful. Okay, and I'm just going to say it that way. There was like a disassociation with you, with Angela, within yourself. And then when you were not accepting of who you are, that's when you started to lie. This is not the first time you've done this. This is not the first time you've done this. You did this shit probably like at 12, between 12 and 15 years old. You would lie about who you was, and you would lie about your hair and how long your hair was and how your hair had been cut. Like, you would lie about different things, and you would steal and get things from people. Like, this was your disassociation. They would move you from house to house for whatever reason. And inside of that, like, you were still disassociated with yourself. And inside of that, like, then whatever happened, okay, with the mental break coming into 2023, whatever that is, like that mental break happened. And so inside of that, over the last like 5 years of you trying to get yourself out and just be seen and be accepted and do all of these different things, this was what, catapulted you into the limelight. And so then when you were connected to Jaguar and you saw how this was bringing forth all of the attention that you wanted, you don't give a fuck if it's good attention or negative, because you're used to negative. They're not.
I changed my name from Legena because people could find you by your real name. So that's why I changed it to Legena. Because I still want to be connected to Angela. So I changed it. So now I've been teaching me when I was younger as a kid, the internet, people are happy, people find it. So that's why I did it to Legena.
It's a disassociation.
And go as far as the gold chains and gold ladder, it's a Yoruba practice. And as far as dissociate, like the thing is, if you feel like I want attention, I could have just been so-called worried about doing anything else. It's easier to do that in this day and age.
You try.
But what you think, I'm really trying to claim people that I literally believe that they're my parents.
You do not.
Even if people didn't believe me, if people wouldn't, I believe that.
You do not, and you just not going to say. Like, this is one of the things that you do. Like, you've done this before growing up. Like you've done this before, like disassociating yourself with who you are.
I believe I did dissociate myself as a kid. I believe in Nana was my parent. Nana and Zama as my parents. I believe that.
But they are your parents, and you know that.
It's proven Nana's not even my dad.
Okay.
And I thought he was. The thing is, I had genuine love for these people, even if they did things to me. I have forgiven them. But it's something that I guess something happened to me that I don't remember. I would have just vouched for like, yeah, I didn't have nothing happen to me, such. I would have believed that. So maybe it's this form of dissociation there. I believe that.
Yeah, she's still with Genesis.
I did wear a wig before. In school before. So you're right about that. Like some things you are, but it's the things you talk about, oh yeah, you've been sexually assaulted, but you remember that. I don't remember none of that.
You just told me you
lying.
You just told me
not
you
being sexually assaulted as a kid, no. And then you saying probably more than once and probably started way young. That's news to me.
Yeah.
Like if it's accurate, it's news to me too. Like because the thing is, I wouldn't like. How would they have the time to do that? As when I would have thought I had the best memories. Like it's some things I still got to figure out with my own self.
And go to a doctor.
That's the reason why I believe that they're my parents. So I got to see it through. Until if they not and it's proven, then it's proven.
You're seeing it through because you don't figure it out. Think that you're a liar. But I can guarantee you, if people came forward, they would say that this is not the first time you've disassociated and done things like this, where you made up things like about yourself and about who you are, where you come from. Like this is not the first time, and you, like I said, like you're very manipulative, and I understand it. So like. I'm not gonna go round and round because you know, like they're not your fucking parents.
And I genuinely believe them.
She's already said she's not her child.
I believe that I am.
You don't.
I believe that I am.
You don't, and you're dangerous.
I do. Mm-hmm. You keep saying I'm dangerous. Like what I'm gonna do to people?
Lie.
I'm not into stealing.
You're a dangerous person.
Dangerous person.
Yes. You're dangerous, and I've already told Genesis.
And you're dangerous too.
And you're absolutely correct.
But I wouldn't hurt people I care about. I'm not like that.
Yeah, okay.
And you talk about stealing from them and lying to them. I try to be genuinely, and I try to be genuine, and I try not to lie.
Not to lie.
Or steal.
But you're lying.
Like I can't account for any memories that I don't remember. I don't know if it was a time in those memories that I done something that I just don't remember doing that.
You're lying right now.
I don't remember doing that.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. That's the girl, bye look. Bye.
I believe some might be accurate. You're reading mine, but I believe some of them aren't. Like, I just don't remember some of the things you're saying. I really don't.
She trying to channel.
And then you saying, oh, some people are going to be like, oh, yeah, they want to say something about you. But you're saying I'm sexually assaulted as a kid. And they're going to tell you I haven't been. And me, I just don't know if I did. But people been saying it. So I really just don't know.
That's why she wasn't.
But I will find out. It's not for clout. It is. I brought it to the end there because I felt like my life was in danger. And they were just going to sweep it under the rug.
No. Who did you think your life was in danger from?
The people that knew my parents. And also my ex.
Your what? Your who?
When you say the people you knew as your parents, you mean your biological parents that you grew up with?
No. You're not gonna believe me.
So who were you in danger from?
She hurt now. She hurt.
The elites of society, them people.
Ah!
They were gonna do what? What were they gonna do? Because they know that you're not her daughter. They know that you're not his daughter.
They know I am. They know I am, and people in the industry know.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck with it all.
Thank you. I am psychic and tool too, and I already knew that it wasn't gonna, you wasn't gonna believe me and all that stuff too.
Click on.
But I don't have nothing to hide. I'm very genuine. I believe that they are my parents, and I'm gonna find out until proven otherwise. But I'm still on the journey to find out. And because up till last year, I would have just said Zama's my parent, mom, and Nana's my dad. And now we went in this rabbit hole, and I found out he's not. He's 100% Ghanaian. He's from Ghana. I thought I was. I came in there a few years ago saying I am.
So you and
that's what I thought it was. And now
had a blood test done? You took a DNA test?
No, my heritage. He's from Ghana, and it said I'm not even Ghanaian, Nigerian. And him being African, he talked shit about Black Americans and Nigerian people.
That's two different countries.
I would have just thought I was not, and prove I'm not. So now, okay, now.
Girl, bye.
I'm so sorry that your life is like this for you.
I'm trying to figure out who I am, and I do appreciate you because I did come to you for help. I came to her because I believe you're accurate in some regards. I don't know if it was the energy placed around me that you feel that way. Maybe in them forgotten memories, I've done something. I'm not sure. I'm not disputing because I don't believe my consciousness right now, but I don't even know what happened in the past all the way 100%. So maybe something happened if it was like that and I did some shit, I'm not sure. But I just remember what I know now. I can't say what things 100% because people saying, oh yeah, you forgot something. And here I would have thought like, yeah, I didn't forget nothing. Nothing happened to me.
Girl,
such as a kid. But now 3 people saying something otherwise. No, actually 4 people saying, oh, something you've been abused and battered or some shit too. So now I got to figure that out too. I not trying to I'm just trying to find myself. But I'm being open too.
That's what I said, Martin.
I'm spiritually in tune too. So I knew that you was gonna tell me exactly what you was gonna tell me. But I also still need to learn some things from outside my own perspective. Outside my own perspective. And you're helping, okay, maybe it happened 3 to 4 to 5 and these other age ranges too. So now it's something for me to figure out. Even though my Bible said not to go to the past, but I still feel like this is needed for me to move forward in my life. I still need to know like what happened to me and what justice I have to do for that. It's not for like this. Like I know a lot of people do a lot of things for college all these days, but this is what I generally believe that they are. And I don't want to say that they are, but I don't know why I have memories of them. I don't know why I feel emotionally towards them. I just don't know why. I still got to figure out for myself. I'm not 100% of nothing, 100% sure. I'm not so sure if I was about the Zama and Nana from last year when I believed that they was. And I would have been telling people me, are they not your parents? And I'm like, nah, I'm just lying. Like,
this girl
but now
been tested being with
I still got to find out who I am.
If she wanted to, she would have.
And I do appreciate you for giving me more insight. So it probably happened when I was very, very young.
We don't know what she did.
Maybe they did drug me and make sure I didn't remember because I wasn't really, I'm not with it. So maybe things happened to me while I was sleeping as a teenager too, or kids. I don't know if they did drug me. I know some people do weirdo shit like that. I do know like some instances I did fall asleep and then just wonder why I fell asleep and certain things. It do explain why my mind knowledge only having sex with one person, and then a few months later, I looked like I had a miscarriage when I wasn't sexually active prior to him. So it will make sense for that. So I'm still trying to figure out because in our community or in the world, people do call shit, and I still have to figure out maybe some shit. I just don't know. And I did lie before. I ain't gonna say I never lied before because I did, and I admit that. But for certain things that. What I believe, this is what I believe. And this is just what I believe. And I have to see it through until whatever's proven. I'm just asking people for help because I feel like the spiritual world, they'd be able to get me closer to something, like as far as like explain some things that I don't have the evidence of, or it's been covered up to a point of where I'd be able to.
How many siblings do you have?
Huh?
How many siblings do you have?
Well, the people I was raised with, around 13. I was claiming them for a very, very long time, for a very long time, that I would have considered it. And then they did some personal things, or they said, "Oh, you're not my sister no more," certain things like that. Or Nana raised kids that wasn't his, or Zama did too, or he used to call Zama by her real name, Nana by her real name. And I'm like, why would you call your real parents by your real name? Like, that don't make no sense. And it's just certain things. I do believe I was sexually abused. You're the fourth spiritual in tune person that is basically hinting that I've been sexually abused. But I would have just thought like, oh, this never happened to me. I don't know if I've been hypnotized and they just made me forget certain things, or if I did cook up a whole different reality for me, like literally. But I'm trying to face myself and face my life. So I still got to learn so I can heal and move from this trauma and build. If you know me, I really am camera shy, but I do pose myself just so I can teach what I know about the occult knowledge. And that's what I should supposed to do. But I just don't know. But as far as you saying,
all 13 your parents' children, or some of them adopted?
Hey Pamela, welcome.
I already said the adopted ones. They are Nana Zama kids. Yeah, they are Nana Zama kids. But they're not all of them from each other. It's probably Fisher, 4, and then half others by other women or other men.
So Zama, how many children does she have?
She had 9.
God damn.
Or 8. I don't know.
So your father only got 3, the twins and one more. That's it. Your mama had all them babies.
Right. Well, I wish you the best.
Thank you. And I do appreciate you.
Oh, Lord.
Trying to help me. And I already knew what you felt about me before coming on here. It's not feeling like no cloud or media. About to go down. I don't know if you want me to share this or not, or I do appreciate you as far as helping me, because it does give me, you're the 4th person. So if I didn't believe I was sexually abused as a kid, now I'm more I can confirm it more now. So you gave me a different age range. I just don't remember it at all. Because I don't know. But my Bible law said it was something I wanted to forget. So maybe it was something I probably take my memory or something. I don't know, because I know people can get hypnotized. So I seen it with my own eyes. So I don't know if it was something like, okay, maybe she's going to deal with this and then just hypnotize her. Maybe it was me that brought it up to them. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was a whole different personality I was back in the day or something happened. I'm not sure. I just know I remember this time, this consciousness. Because I know reality.
Out of the 8 or 9 children that belongs to Zama, how many of them did you grow up with?
I would say 4.
Right, so it's 5 of y'all in total, right? That you would have grown up with?
Yeah, well, I grew up with them the most. The other ones, I started growing with them on and off, but late teenage.
I don't step or have. So, that's just me though.
So it was.
I
just only said them because that's when I remember being with them the most, or just my early developmental years around them. But They would sometimes visit a lot, or I spend a night over their house a lot. They don't.
What is your older sister saying about you saying that she sex trafficked you?
Huh?
What did your older sister say about you saying that she sex trafficked you?
She's the oldest.
Has she responded to that?
She didn't say nothing. I just know she be acting suspicious, like people be watching her. She said, yeah, people following me and you don't notice that car, or if something happened, like
I got
if I was
girl.
interested in somebody, she was like, oh, why you ask this guy to feel murdered? Some stuff might do something to me, and she's crying about it, or she's saying that certain people in there, like I just know weird things from her that happened to her, like her friends or the people she was dealing with that I feel like was her handler. I remember just going home a different route, and then all of a sudden she texted me out the blue, like, where you at? Like she knew, like she was watching me, so I feel like watching my movement for somebody else. So it just felt iffy with her. And then another person said something happened to her.
Now she got memories.
Things, like as far as
memories.
Like they trick. So I just know that they deal with sketchy people a lot. So I didn't take it seriously until like somebody from my one of my ex was mentioning me and saying make his songs and stuff, like we were sleeping together and I'm like, no, we didn't. And then you describing me and just talking about me, and then you saying little weird shit and then tweeting about raping people. It just, I don't know.
Right. Understood. Well.
And I just know they was abused as a kid, so I know it's a history. I just felt like, majority all of them are actually the older adopted sisters, them, their cousins was, the other cousins was,
and you were too,
and then now the newer ones.
And you were too.
Yeah, but there's, and then they talking about I wasn't. They're telling me like, yeah, nothing happened to her, but other people keep saying things happened to me. I don't remember it though, but
that's a lot.
You're the fourth one that said something happened to you.
That's a lot of trauma,
right?
Which
but I don't know if it's like a hypnosis, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, this didn't happen to you," such, and that's what I believe now. I don't know, because I believe now I believe.
Well, again, I show gratitude for you coming on and reaching out.
Thank you. I already knew that you wasn't.
Oh gosh.
I believe that God put you in my path for a reason to further open light or shed light to what happened to me. I still don't remember it, even though you think I did. I just don't remember it. But I believe something happened. I didn't think it was a kid when I was a kid, though. Like, I thought it was adult me, like late 20s, and I guess it's been happening for a long time.
Well, again, I appreciate you, and looking forward to seeing and hearing your results.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
you.
Enjoy
the rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
Okay.
Ah. Liar, pants on fire. You haven't seen this. Seizures. I got you, Yvonne. Aloha.
Greetings. Hold on, wait. You're alive. Okay, I see the face. Thank you for your patience, and I give gratitude for giving her the opportunity to be in a space not in regards to the chat, because baby, let's talk about that after you get off the live. But giving her a space with you to express herself without feeling as though someone is chasing clout and without feeling disrespected. You came to her from a space of, this is the truth. Hold on to what I want to. Don't if you don't. But we're not about to just ignore this. And yeah, she tried it, but your patience and your grace, I give gratitude. I give gratitude for the epitome of all that is you and how you express that. And I hope that some of the individuals in the chat that showed their ugliness tonight will utilize that as an example for how to be within these situations. Because she said everything that we would ever need to know in her behavior and her responses and the way she tried to cut you down at times to make herself feel a little bit more confident in her stance. She did all that herself. Well, go ahead, friend. Tell me what you feel.
Before I even did this today, it's very rare that Levianite comes to me, but Levianite came to me and said, I need you to handle this gingerly. I'm going to walk you through this. And I said, oh shit. He said, this is a very tender thing because we don't want to cause an infraction or break even further.
Absolutely.
And so I did my best, and I decided to call you while still on the live because I don't want anybody to think, excuse me, because I'm not going to bash because I said what I said. Like I said, this was a long time coming, and they were very specific with me today and said, you just tell her the truth and you stand in your stance. And so that's where that is. So I just needed you to hear your words.
You did amazing.
Gratitude.
You did an amazing job.
Gratitude.
Like, they're like, this is my friend. Like I said, I give so much gratitude to you because I know, but it's very true what Levy and I brought to you, because what a lot of people don't understand, which is kind of surprising because many of them are probably laying right next to individuals that do the same thing or are having the same experience. When you've had high levels of trauma, there are times where you have faulty memory. There are times where you have disassociation. And if you don't have people who are holding you accountable without giving you ammunition to fight or fire back with, it is easy for you to convince yourself that the delusion that you are living is a reality. And so as repetition occurs in how she's responding, it's really her saying, and you know when people be like, are you trying to convince me or are you trying to convince yourself? These are all ways that people, from my experience, I've seen people with a lot of trauma, and I agree absolutely with you. I can only imagine what you have seen in regards to her journey. But people with a lot of trauma, these are telltale signs. I learned this in therapy as well. Because there are individuals I was around that I'd be like, oh, you don't remember. Well, I have an idea of it. But when the therapist had broken it down to me, it was so intact with what you've shown and what you've said tonight, especially how to deal with individuals that have that level of trauma. Now, I will say something since I'm on the live, and I just want a moment more, right? For the individuals that were bringing up like the colorism and the this must be Sealy's
her
daughter,
skin tone is absolutely beautiful.
Listen, but it was the comments about being Miss Sealy's daughter, Whoopi Goldberg's relative, you ugly AF. You got some work to do. Because let me tell you something that's so funny. Legena wasn't the only one who showed her truth tonight. She was not the only one. And everyone has to be held accountable in their ugliness.
How could you be a Melanite and dog somebody from being a Melanite? Because her authenticity of her melanin is absolutely beautiful and it reaches deep. But her skin complexion is absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely. The whole African Pinocchio comment and all of those things. Gather yourselves, individuals in the chat. and sit down.
Those are horrible people that don't know their own stance inside of their own lives, that judge people from a place behind a computer screen and telephone screen, and would never stand alone and say these things to someone. See, those are the kind of people that would be needed. Hey, y'all, yeah. But you would not say that to someone one-on-one, because you would not have that kind of backing or ammunition to do so. And so those kind of people need to stand with a group of people. Those are not individuals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ray, you did so good. Let me just tell you, I can't wait to start squealing and screaming when I get on the phone, because you did such an incredible job.
Gratitude, friend.
And I love the way you brought it back around with the notes, and just had her validation. I love you.
I love you too. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay, good.
All right. Peace. So even before I began, for those who were not on here, I immediately said that she's to be respected. And you know what I mean? Those kind of people who say ugly shit are the same people who will never be able to stand in their own truth, and would never be able to stand one-on-one and just be that kind of nasty motherfucker to anyone. You know what I mean? They always would need backing. They need to have other people, so other people can see and hear nastiness that they are spewing. And therefore, that is kind of what's wrong with the community anyway. Therefore, that is kind of like vulture culture that's happening, and hoping that someone will see it, like it. Oh, I have 200 likes on this fucked up comment about somebody, when really in reality you hate your own reality. And if you could stand in your own shit, and see what it is that you don't want nobody else to see, you would sit quietly, and probably should sit quietly. So whatever is happening with Miss Gold, I wish her most luck with all of it, and gratitude to everyone that came on and just to actually see and hear, understand what was happening. So I send gratitude to all of the positive vibes that were here. Much love, everyone. Peace.
Still need to find out. That's what I said.
Now, I told you guys, her cousin is the one, even though she didn't say anything, but her cousin is the one that gave it away. Her cousin is the one that gave it away. When her cousin sat there, I don't know if y'all seen the interview on Hear Her channel, but Hear Her did an interview with her family members. If y'all didn't watch the video, go find it and go check it out. Go check it out, because there's a lot of good information on there. So the cousins start crying, and she was basically saying a lot of things happen in that family. They're all effed up. All of them are effed up from all of that trauma. Even though she didn't have the cousin didn't get into it. And then the sister was on there. And I told you guys that with all the trauma that went on, and then her mother being an addict for so long, the father did the best he could. The father took them. He got a shelter. He went and stayed he got them an apartment, her and her brother. And somewhere down the line, somewhere down the line, something happened with her dad. And whatever happened with her dad, that's when she first disassociated. That was the beginning of her disassociation. That was the beginning when her father left her. Why? He's the only one that looked like her. Even though she favors her mother, he looks like her. And then from there, she went to different foster cares. And then from there, she went to move in with her sister family. With her sister's family. And like I said, it is two different cultures. You have a Hispanic culture, you got African culture. Two different cultures living in the same house. How do you think a dark-skinned African child was treated? How do you think that she was treated and being abused so much after her father left for whatever reason? And we don't even know if he left because of her doing something with her. This is allegedly. This is alleged. So we don't know. We don't know. Because she specifically said 3 or 4 years old. But we also saw that she was excelling at one point in time because she was in the special ed Olympics. Hey, sissy. She was in the special, I don't know if you say special Olympics. And she won medals and everything. So at one point, she was excelling. She was doing good until she got with the sister side of the family. So somewhere down the line, more abuse happened to this girl. More abuse. So that's where I told you she had that foster care mindset. She has that foster care. That's how I knew that she was in foster care, because she has a foster care mindset. Where like every day, like you just trying to make it. Like you just trying to make it. I'm getting where I get in. I'm alive, still manipulate. I'm hungry. I want to eat. I ain't got no clothes. Oh, I'm jealous of you. So that you can hear in her. You can hear that foster care mindset. Some have that, hey, it is what it is. They got to survive. And she's always in survival mode. And that's when she made Aaliyah her mother. She's in survival mode for all the things that happened to her. So in a sense, that's why people keep calling her dangerous. And that's why she wasn't scared of Jag. That's why she was not scared of Jag. Up until that girl know who she is, quote unquote, she is not to be trusted. Quote unquote. She is not to be trusted. You cannot believe anything that girl says, even with the, oh, I wouldn't do that, or like her mother. No, when things happen to her, she get back at you. So I don't know what Gensis is going to say, but we're going to hear Gensis next. But at this point, I don't believe none of them. They got their plan together. They did what they had to do. They felt disrespected by Jaguar. They did what they had to do, and they fixed her behind, and now she's locked up. And at this point, that we dealing with a bunch of people who don't have nothing to lose. We're dealing with a bunch of people who have nothing to lose. That's why they all can go at each other. They all can go at each other. She knew of her before the reading from the Leah R. Kelly crap, and when her and Jack spoke to her before, but it was really Jack. I think she researched to really. Yeah, but even you didn't really have to poetic justice. If you would have checked out that interview, even though the cousin did not say everything that went on, the cousin crying alone filled in a lot of gaps. So it wasn't much about what was not said. She said a lot with her actions. She said a lot with her crying. Y'all need to go check that video out. Check it out. It's on here. Her. I don't know if she still has the interview, but check it out. But it's a great interview. And if you take your time and listen to it, you can break it down. Now, we're going to hear Miss Gensis speak. I'm dying to hear what she got to say.
Okay, yep, you're good. Okay, y'all saying I'm good. Okay, because I want to make sure that y'all can hear because I would suck. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So Genesis, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. So how are you?
I'm fantastic. Maintaining.
All righty. Shout out to you. So with this whole situation of you and in this situation with you and Jaguar, you and Jaguar were friends. You came onto my show after Jaguar came live and came after you. You came over, so we already did that, y'all. So if y'all want to go watch that interview that I did with Genesis, Jaguar said a lot of selected things about her, and it wasn't cool. So I definitely let Genesis come speak for herself, and just like, like you don't gotta worry about it here. You feel like your voiceless, let me give you a voice. Here you go, boom. So we did that. Jaguar knew that I was doing it because I'm not fake. I like to let everybody know that I'm dealing with what's going on. So a blind side could feel like you're lying when you're really not. You're just not telling the person. So I mean how people look at it that way. Like, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you. This is kind of like what the situation is. Like, it's not that she necessarily lied to me. She just didn't tell me. So, and again, we got to get to the bottom of that part. So the principle, so that people can see where I come in on this, because again, I had nothing to do with it. But let's start. So you and Jaguar, after that, there was still beef with y'all after you did the interview with me. There was still a problem, I should say. She still had a problem with you. You were pretty much 86 from her, cutting off the relationship with Jaguar. But she wasn't done with you. She kept going a little bit, and then she kind of, got arrested. So you called me, what was it, the morning of or the night before Jaguar got arrested, and you told me that Jaguar was calling Legena and threatening to call CPS on you, correct?
Yes, that was the night before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we talked on the phone, and you were telling me like, okay, well, I'm gonna call the police, stuff like that, which you have every right. I'm like, yeah, somebody's threatening you or your children, or getting, people removed in your home for no reason. You have every right. I mean, I'm a father, so I'm not going to be against that at all. And I did say that. I'm just like, okay, do your thing.
And she had called several times throughout the week, and then finally, what happened is that on the 14th that morning, She wasn't calling me. She was actually calling Legena. Then she was calling Shaka. Then she'd call Lazine. Then she'd go back to Shaka. Then she'd go back. She was just having a ring around the rosy of people that she's calling. Finally, she called me, and that was on that morning that she got arrested. She called me on the 14th at I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning.
And while she was calling you throughout the week, what was she saying to you?
Basically, she was trying to convince Shaka and Azine that they need to leave my house because there's some person, a bunch of different people emailing her saying that they're going to call CPS on them because they're staying on this house because they used to be in carbonation and around some about the kids or something like that. Just some made up bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So when did you decide to call? You got me pulling another device. It's fine. It's going to be an echo. So when did you decide to, you know what, enough is enough? What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Well, she hadn't been talking to me. You know, Shaka and them, you know what I'm saying? They were laughing it off. You know what I'm saying? They'd stay on the phone. She'd be on the phone for like an hour or an hour and a half, just basically repeating you guys really need trying to convince them because I guess she was mad that Legena had decided to stay here. And so, I guess she was trying to get them to leave from over here. Like, y'all need to get y'all own place and get away from her. It's toxic, whatever, making up all these things, right? Because Legena had came here. So now all of a sudden, before this, she was not calling them saying all that. But before Legena came over here, she was not calling them with this urgency of you need to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? She was coming over and recording music. Now all of a sudden, Legena decided that she didn't want to go to Shreveport. She's calling every night, like almost like a thing. Well, I need to break that whole thing up. You think like almost feeling like I did something to her. So finally, that morning on the 14th, she calls me and she's like, I don't like how you played this. And I'm saying, how I played what?
And this is Jaguar.
Yeah, you inserted yourself into stuff that you didn't have anything business doing, and this, that, the other. And then when you went and helped Legena or whatever, when you told everybody that it was you that helped that got Legena to set the other, you weren't supposed to tell nobody that. And when you help somebody, you're not supposed to let everybody know. And then she quoted a Bible verse, and then she went on to tell me that you're gonna die and you're gonna have a heart attack. You about to this, that, the other. Just wishing death and on me, and CPS is going to come and take your children, and you're going to lose everything. Just basically spewing a bunch of hatred towards me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like thinking to myself, I put my whole house up, put your name as bond. You know what I'm saying? I was a witness on your bond. You know what I'm saying? When you came into town and you needed somewhere to drop off your mother, I was that place to drop your mother and Sam off. I was the one who was helping you this whole time. It's bad enough you already sent out a message saying that we ain't friends. I'm like, well, why are you dropping your mother over my house? The whole thing just accumulated into a whole thing where you know what? Fuck this. I need to take my name up off this bond. Now, all the way up until this point, the bail bonds had told us, listen, you cannot take your name off the bond.
Okay. Because now, hold on. Before we get there. Now here's where my misconception of the confusion came in with me. Because how Jag was putting it, she was putting it on the phone that y'all revoked the bail. That is how y'all got her arrested. But it wasn't that. The only way it was the other way around. The only way to get your name off the bail to revoke it is if she was arrested. Not got her arrested. Okay. So
that's the reason why she got arrested. I made sure she got arrested because I'm like, get my name off of here. You're not gonna threaten me and keep calling my house. And then after she got off the phone with me, she got on the phone with the Zines for another hour. And that whole time she was on the phone with the Zines for an hour, I was calling the bail bondsman, finding out she had a warrant. I finally found out she had a warrant because up until then she didn't have no warrant.
So you did
so
it.
I found out she had a warrant, and I said, okay, well, we need to figure something out because she's out of town, and I don't want to be responsible for her being. First of all, it's actually disrespectful. You didn't go to court, so on top of you not going to court on time, you leave in town. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough you got arrested while you were on bond. So at any time of those times, when she got arrested, that bond would have been called, and Legena would have been responsible for $1,500. And and if she's out of town, guess whose house they about to come to looking for her? If she goes out of town and she got a warrant for her arrest, you know what I'm saying? That means that the bond now becomes payable. I'm not trying to wait till she get pulled over or arrested any other way. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that we are in control of what happens so that we can say, okay, take us off. We don't owe the courts anything. Because she don't have no disregard into what we put our name on the line for.
Yeah. But no, so let me cut you right there. So no, with everything that you just said is completely valid. I don't have any argument with anything that you're saying. Nothing. Like you said, my name is on the bond, you know, and whatnot. You leaving, you doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. You disrespecting me. On top of that, blah, blah, blah. Cool.
And they could have called the bond when she went to the mental hospital. She got arrested while on bond. If she wouldn't have went to the mental hospital and went to jail, then we would have been liable for that.
Agreed. But okay, with all of that you just said, it's valid. But that's not what you communicated, especially to me. That's not what was being communicated. How you made it seem is if she just got arrested. You know, everybody was calling on her. And you basically, when you hit me up, you made it seem as if it was the YouTuber King World. You was like, well, King World and them got her arrested. You know, was the narrative that you pushed to me. But it wasn't King World that got her arrested. It was you. And you knew that you got her arrested, but you didn't tell me. And you know, Jaguar and the KW, they don't get along. We all know that. That's no secret. So me being cool with you talking to him without letting me know that you were talking to him because you said that you didn't like him when we spoke. And I told you that I didn't want nothing to do with that. I don't have a problem with him. I don't deal with him, is what I said. Like, he got his sector, he be where he be at, and I be where I be at. But I don't have a problem with him. You said that you didn't like him. So, and I never said anything. Whatever. I didn't talk no ish about him. I didn't say nothing negative about him. I moved on to the next part of the subject. Because when you don't have a problem, when you're not being messy, you just move right along. So that's what I don't know him to have a problem with him. You said that you did. So I mean, that's fine, whatever.
Basically, no. What was happening is that I was following the whole morning when they were tracking her down. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when what happened is that I when I found out that they knew where she was, I asked King World where she was, and I told the police.
You didn't tell me none of that. So that's what I'm saying. You got me looking like an op because you talking to I know Jag loathes him. So with Jag loathing,
that's not true because Jag was on his panel the day before, the same day.
The what?
That's not. And she actually said she wanted to apologize to him and all kind of stuff. So she didn't loathe him.
Publicly, she blamed stuff on him that wasn't true. All type of stuff. We all know.
That was her being attention. She was doing all that for her attention. She ain't got no problem. She ain't got no problem with King World because she jumped right on this panel a couple days before that. I think it was the day before that.
Nothing to do with me. I'm just
and they wasn't arguing.
How I operate when I deal with somebody. Like, I'm not about to deal with somebody. Me and you cool. I'm not about to literally start dealing. If I already don't deal with them, I'm not gonna start dealing with them. Like, that's just not. I don't do that.
Well, so like I said,
my things, but
I knew they had the address, and so I did what I had to do to get the address to get her arrested.
And that's fine that he had the address, and you contacted him to get that information because you said that's the only reason you dealt with him at all. I was just using him to get Jag's information, location, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You said because I want to make sure I want to put words into your mouth.
I contacted him to get that information. Yes. Oh, okay. And in other cases, you know, hey, I've been on his panel to clear things up, which always becomes a disaster because they always are saying I'm doing this and I'm doing that, whatever. But I'm not friends with King World. I'm not friends with the Cool. I'm not friends with any of them.
Well, no, I'm just saying because
the only reason why I was in for the means to an end.
Yeah, well, I didn't make that up, and I don't want people to think that I was putting things in your head because y'all were. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I let y'all rock. I didn't say nothing. I let it be just that. So I just wanted to clear that up. There wasn't no Sean Davy Way was behind the scenes trying to cause any confusion with you and King. Where I wasn't doing none of that. I let y'all rock. I had nothing to do with that. Correct.
Correct. I never said that you did.
And Sean also did not know that you got that information to send the police where Jag was from him either, correct?
Yeah, correct. But that's all public knowledge. I've been
Well, but
all.
that's what make it me look messy though. It make it look like, oh, well, Sean and the mix. No, I'm not. Like I had no idea none of that was going on.
I don't know why who's saying that, because here's the thing. I even went on the Governess when I actually got did a reading with her, did a conversation with her, a discussion with her, and said that that's what happened. So this is not something that I was hiding. I let everybody. I told everybody, okay, this is what happened. Actually, nothing a couple days after it happened.
Well,
so I was
that's
very
the thing, though, because King Payne and I were being publicly scrutinized. They were dragging us, canceling us, calling us scam, all type of stuff, and we just dealt with it. We just weathered the storm.
I wasn't aware of
like
that.
You that were behind the scenes doing certain things, which you're completely valid in getting Jaguar arrested. There's to me, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem comes in is when you don't want to own it. Is when we are publicly being scrutinized for y'all decisions that y'all are doing.
I owned it. I never not owned it. What do you mean?
That's why I brought you on here. I just wanted you to own it.
Well, I always owned it. I've always owned it. Yeah. And here's the thing: is that as far as I didn't know that you guys were under scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't aware of y'all being under scrutiny for anything. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel the need to tell y'all anything.
You were sending me videos of people talking about me.
About what?
It all stemmed from Jag. They hate me because of her.
Well, no, they were mad because you were promoting Jag, knowing that that was all the family members from. But that's not the same thing as me getting her arrested in the world news thing. No.
Same thing. Same difference. Supporting her, doing this, it's the same thing.
Well, no, because what they felt, how it was some of the family members felt like that all this attention is what is getting her to like spiral out of control, and that the different content created like you and King, by keeping her in the spotlight is what's making that's what the
family.
Well, people that close to her, that was close to her in the past and stuff like that.
Okay, because I'm confused because her family never said a word.
Well, it was a close friend of hers that was close to her at one point.
So it was a friend, not a family.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Let's specify, because I was going to say I spoke to somebody that never said that.
It felt like that's part of the problem, is that her getting all this attention is really what made her spiral out of control and to mental whatever that she's going through. But like that's all that was coming from, because that person was also doing interviews as well. Like so, and you could probably see the interviews where they said that. But at no point did I not take responsibility for my part in the whole thing, because I really I feel like I did what I did, and I said, it is what it is.
Well, behind the scenes, I feel like you were taking accountability, not publicly. I don't feel that's right, and you have every right to, because again, she was doing the things that she was doing to you. She was coming at you left. You did hella favors for her, and whatnot. You really looked out for her. So that's what I'm saying. You had every right to do that. The problem comes in is just not wanting to own it, because I'm not a YouTuber. It ain't like I got a platform and I could just get on every day. I'm not, and then I didn't want to seem like I'm jumping, bouncing from platform to platform. You came over here, girl.
Right, but here's the thing: every time I get on stuff, everybody say I'm platform bouncing. I'm doing this. I'm like, dude, I'm not a clout chasing all this stuff. It's like, dude. So I was like trying to not be oh, I'm a clout chaser. Yeah, I did this. So let me be a clout chaser, and let me do that. I'm not trying to be a part of any of that. So I was trying to lay low off of the whole thing.
Well, how you laying low if your name keep coming up?
Well, right. If now I gotta come up, Candyman. I appear.
Coming up because you keep talking.
Well, no, it's not because people keep bringing me up. People keep talking about me and like, okay, well, let me clear this up. What do y'all mean? What are you saying? People are lying on me about a whole lot of shit. So I have to come up and say, no, that's not what's up. This is what happened. Candyman.
So,
Gensis.
Huh? I'm scared of Candyman still. And it's a mirror here. So
I'm Gensis. I'm just like Candyman. I got bumblebees and shit coming out my mouth and everything.
So you, on the day of him going back and forth, or Jaguar and King going back and forth, King World going back and forth, a lot of people allegedly called the police on Jaguar that day, but didn't get arrested. Did you call the police the day Jaguar got arrested?
Yes.
Okay. Did the police? Was she not arrested before your call, or was it after you called she got arrested?
After I called.
So then that means that you're the call, right? Because you call with specific information so that you knew what to say to make them go and get her.
Well, it was what was said was that, you know what, we're on her bond. We're trying to get our name removed off of the bond. She has a warrant. We need her to be picked up so we can remove our name off this bond.
So that's exactly why the police picked her up. So that's why I want people to know that. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not lying when I say that you and Legena put her in jail. Like y'all did.
Well, I was the one who made the call. Legena wasn't aware that I was making that call. I just asked her for the bail bond information and find out, well, did she have a warrant? She was giving me the information as far as like, first I was trying to see if we could just remove our name off the bond. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
It's for her to get arrested. So y'all got her arrested so that y'all could remove your name off the bond.
Exactly.
And that is why they went and picked her up, because you called with that specific information about being the one that bonded her out or on her bond, and you needed her picked up so you could remove your name.
Exactly. And that's why when I contacted King World was to get the exact hotel that she was in so they can come get her, arrest her, and we could take our name up off the bond.
Correct.
Because I'm not going to risk her being down there, get arrested, and then now the bond becomes a thing. Or she never gets arrested, and then warrant comes up, and now you got a bounty hunter or the police or anybody. Because I'm not sure if they got the same thing in Dallas. They have a thing called warrant roundup here. So every month, there's a couple months, they come and round up people that have warrants. So there's like police that come to your house, like Gestapo, and be kicking at your door about you got a warrant. I'm not doing that in Texas. This ain't like no other place. I never even heard of warrant thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But I will feel fake saying that you're wrong for what you didn't know. How Jag was treating you, the things that you had did for her, and the things that she was saying about you. Again, you had every right. I just say just keep it real. Like you have to stand on. That's all I'm saying. Stand on that y'all did it. Oh well, she shouldn't have came at me how she came at me. Blah blah blah. I did her.
But I did call King Payne and told him that. I told King Payne that.
That's all
I told King Payne that.
I didn't know, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was my only issue. But other than that, that's what I said. I don't have a problem. I just feel like just tell me the whole story. Like, don't tell me.
I didn't realize it had affected y'all in any kind of way. But for the main part, I didn't want to do
you
that.
Being sneaky, girl, because you could have told me that you're like, look, I sent the police over there to get her, Sean, because we had her bond out. Blah blah blah. You didn't say that. You hit me up just like they got him. That is okay. What you did.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Okay, you're right about that. I didn't necessarily give all the information about, hey, why, what happened, what I did, da, 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 da. I didn't do that. You're right about that.
And that's all I'm saying. So it's like I'm being blindsided because when people are just like, oh, well, y'all the reason, Sean, you and King, if y'all went da 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 da, King Payne, if you and King Payne went blah blah.
Oh, so you're saying I should have told you that way people couldn't have came at y'all. Okay, okay.
Yes.
I didn't understand that. Okay.
Scrutinized and all of that about this stuff, and it's like,
and no, you could have said no. Genesis did that. It wasn't us, right? Because you didn't know who did it. So I should have came and told you what was up, so that y'all, when they was coming at y'all, you could have been like, no, it was Genesis. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I probably should have did that.
That's all I was saying, and I was saying like it's not a problem what you did. Like I'm not mad at what you did. Like I'm not about to cuss you out because you sent Jaguar to jail. That is her fault. Like y'all falling out and all of that, she did that. Like she got to deal with that with you. Like they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not about to enter it. I'm not about to speak for Jaguar. I'm not about to fight for her with this. She needs to do that. Y'all had a friendship. Y'all was cool with each other. Y'all know.
No. She said she was never my friend. Remember, I don't see how I could be your friend. How could you ever think that I was your friend? How could you ever think? All dramatic at 3:00 in the morning. If you
don't take your ass to bed, hearing her voice now.
And pack up your clothes. You're about to get evicted tomorrow. How you? If she wouldn't have been doing that live, packing up instead, then she probably wouldn't have been in the situation she would have been. She would have got her shit out that morning, and it wouldn't have been so dramatic. I think she purposely waited for them to evict so she can try to get some money up or something. I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense when you knew that you had to. But that's another story.
So you said
you knew that you were getting evicted because when I brought her mom to that house that day, the night before, there was a letter on the door.
And
what do you mean?
Left with you, right?
Huh?
Legena left with you after that.
Yeah, well, I think she saw that letter on the door and was like, you know what, it's time for me to go because that letter was sitting right on that door as soon as I pulled up to drop them off. Big old yellow letter.
Evicted. You think that as a power move? Is you like taking Legena?
No, Legena decided that why would it be a power move to have another extra person in the house that's not bringing any money in? That's not a power move. That's a liability.
Who, Legena?
No, I'm saying if a person's not if you bring an extra person into the house that doesn't have any income or anything, it's a liability. It's not a power. It's not anything power behind that. She actually asked me for help. Like, I don't want to move to Shreveport. You know what I'm saying? She didn't like Shreveport. She's like, it's like an old people town that people when they settle down move to. It's not a place that you want to just like a person my age wants to be.
Yeah. So you saying moving in a nothing ass ditch with no job is not a come up.
I don't mean like a nothing ass bitch. No, I'm saying like, I mean, come on now. She got a job now, but at the moment, no. How that's still not a come up. Like that's actually a lot. It's more people that depend on you. They ain't got nothing going. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna a benefit to me. So I'm helping that person get on their feet. But it's not like, oh, I'm gonna take your power from you, because really being Jaguar wasn't really. We was falling out, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't until after Legena moved in that night that she got online, started talking shit. That whole thing went down. Up until then, we had a strained relationship, but it wasn't as bad as it got once Legena moved in.
Yeah. So to vindicate Legena, because Legena was very upset about the people that have been hitting her up about this, like we were when we were getting hit up. But she knew nothing of this, is what she's saying.
No, she didn't know. She just knew that I was like, I'm about to call. We need to get our name out for this. She didn't know
she knew
until after I got her arrested that it wasn't that. I said, well, listen, I called the police, and she's like, okay, well. Then I said, well, call the bondsman and get our name taken off the damn thing.
She knew,
and she's like, okay, because she don't. She didn't know.
She didn't.
She was in her room. I just got the information from her to do it.
She knew.
What's the number to the bondsman? Okay, what city is she in? She's in Bossier. Okay, what hotel is she in? I put the things together, 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And told her afterwards.
So you tricked her?
No, I didn't trick her because she knew that she was trying. No,
you know she was a little.
No, she was trying to get. Listen,
I said that Legena. I think that you don't realize that it's somebody else doing, because the information you asked her for, you knew, and you were intending on getting that bail revoked.
She said, I told her
it wasn't. The bail wasn't revoked. We couldn't revoke the bail until after she got the warrant that got arrested.
No,
but you wouldn't have been able to figure that out if Legena didn't give you that information that you requested.
Well, right.
No, Sean, back up, Sean. She said, I told her what I was going to do, and she said, okay. So when she went in that room, she gave you the information so you could do what you got to do. Y'all did it together. You just said, I told her. She whispered something to to Gensis, doing the same thing Jaguar would do. Tell her anyway. Don't be like, well, she didn't. Yeah, she knew, because you told her what you was going to do, because you just said, she said, okay. And then she went and got you to slip and stuff. Sean, back up. Listen to what she's saying, Sean. Now let's go.
I let her know that I need to, but I sent her a text message saying, "Listen, she needs to go. She needs to get arrested."
It's a little piece of slow, so she.
But I sent her a message saying she need to go. Give me the information. That's enough, and that's it. That's what I meant by that.
So Legena knew that the information that you were getting from the bail bondsman was to put Jaguar in jail.
Yep, because you told her.
No, she didn't.
Yes, I mean, what other reason should it be? What
if you don't know how the situation necessarily works, if you're not thinking in that manner,
you can't say.
No, she knew that Jag needed to be arrested to get her name off the thing. She knew that. She's the one who told me.
After you had her call.
But she's the one who told me that that's what the bail bond said, because we were both trying to get our name off it the whole time. Actually, when she started talking about my debt.
No. Cocaine. I'm going to rewind it. Sean is trying to say that Gensis didn't spell it out, but Gensis said, I told her what I was going to do, And she said, okay. So, no, Sean may be trying to spell it out, but she specifically said she told her what she was going to do, and she said, okay, and went in her room. I rewind it. Oh, that's what I meant by my. All right. How much Genesis weigh in her height? I don't know. Poetic. Legena. Is Sean trying to save Legena, but she already said Legena knew.
Legena knew that the information that you were getting from the bail bondsman was to put Jaguar in jail. No, she didn't.
I mean, what else the reason should it be? What she don't, she didn't know. She was in her room. I just got the information from her, as bad as it got once Legena moved in.
So to vindicate Legena, because Legena was very upset about the people that have been hitting her up about this, like we were when we were getting hit up. But she knew nothing of this, is what she's saying.
No, she didn't know. She just knew that I was like, I'm about to call, we need to get our name out for this. She didn't know until after I got her arrested that it wasn't that, I said, well, listen, I called the police, and then she's like, okay, well, then I said, well,
she said, I called the police. She said, okay, which one is it? She didn't know, but she did know after you said you called the police. Girl, which one is it?
Call the bondsman and get our name taken off the damn thing. And she's like, okay. Because she didn't know. She was in her room. I just got the information from her to do it. What's the number to the bondsman? Okay, what city is she in? She's in Bossier. Okay, what hotel is she in? I put the things together, 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And told her afterwards.
So you tricked her?
No, I didn't trick her because she knew that she was trying. No,
you know she was a little.
No, she was trying to get. Listen,
I said that Legena. I think that you don't realize that it's somebody else doing, because the information you asked her for, you knew, and you were intending on getting that bail revoked. Legena just didn't know that.
It wasn't, the bail wasn't revoked. We couldn't revoke the bail until after she got the warrant that got arrested.
But you wouldn't have been able to figure that out if Legena didn't give you that information that you requested.
Well, wait, I let her know that I need to. But I sent her a text message saying, "Listen, she needs to go. She needs to get arrested."
Legena is a little piece of slow, so she.
But I sent her a message saying she need to go. Give me the information. That's enough, and that's it. That's what I meant by that.
So Legena knew that the information that you were getting
from
the bail bondsman.
They both knew. She sounds a lot deceptive.
No, she didn't.
I mean, what else the reason should it be?
If you don't know how the situation necessarily works, if you're not thinking in that manner, and I think
she knew that Jag needed to be arrested to get her name off the thing. She knew that. She the one who told me
after you had her call.
But she's the one who told me that that's what the bail bond said, because we were both trying to get our name off it the whole time. When she started talking about my dead child's father and I killed my child's father, I was like trying to get it off of there that next day, and they wouldn't let us do it. They was like, no, you can't do, because it was Monday. She said that shit on Sunday. I called, okay, Legena. I woke up Monday, like, okay, we need to get this shit done. And they were like, you cannot remove your name off the bond, and thus the person gets arrested. You have to keep it on there. You can't take your address off of there. You can't change nothing. And they need to have a warrant to be arrested.
Again, Legena did not know that you were planning on getting Jaguar arrested with that information.
She didn't know that part. She didn't know that. But she did know that. Yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah,
because that's what I'm saying. Nothing. You didn't do anything wrong per se, besides just didn't fully communicate to the people that you were dealing with what you were doing. That's all. But Jaguar going to jail and you putting her in jail, I don't have nothing to say against that. I mean,
hey, it worked out for Legena too, because she ain't got to pay $1,500.
You proud of that?
Hey.
Legena, they both knew.
So
You don't talk shit when somebody got they goddamn your name on you're bonded to someone's house and they doing all this shit for you. Get the fuck out of here.
I am not arguing with that.
You don't get to call me threatening CPS doing it. Okay, bitch. Then well, guess what? Guess who's going? Instead of you calling CPS, guess what's gonna happen?
I cannot.
I'm gonna take my name off this shit. I'm gonna let them know where you at. That's it. And I don't really, people get mad at me, but okay, whatever. But I bet you that maybe she won't do that no more. And make sure make sure you go to court next time. Go to court, dude.
And that's all I'm saying. You are completely in your right, and don't nobody get to take that from you. And if somebody gonna argue with you about it, it's gonna be Jaguar. That's why I said I would not have been mad at you. I wouldn't have been like, oh well, why did you? I just would have known. Is all.
You should have took your ass to court. She should have took her ass to court because that's disrespectful. Like, first of all, don't nobody got to sign and bond you out. She could have just stayed in jail and just did her little time until the end of that time. But then she gets out of jail after she gets bonded out and goes back to them, does some other shit. So she don't have no respect for what nobody does for her.
She just said that she didn't tell that little freak Legena to bail her out.
Right.
Like, well, girl, you would have still been in there. You should at least be grateful. She's like, nah, because I would have. I'm like,
exactly. So right. And so what do you think she's gonna do if someone bond her out? No, she didn't appreciate the shit when she got bailed out this time.
Well, maybe she appreciated this time.
Man, fuck that.
Okay.
She need to learn her lesson of when someone bonds you out, you don't fucking just go to the mayor's office and doing stupid shit. What the fuck? Let's leave town and be in the pool. Let me talk some shit to the person that bailed me out. What kind of shit is that? Let me call you and harass you.
I wouldn't talk it. I would treat you. I would have treated you like a princess.
And then miss the court date? Are you crazy? You didn't even show up to court. Like, the whole thing is it's like, what? And I'm supposed to keep my name on that? No. And then let you just wander freely through eventually get arrested. No, I ain't got time for that. Deal with your shit. Take care of your shit, man. Take care of your shit. You got a warrant for your arrest now. Take care of your shit.
Well, she said that she didn't tell your big ass or that backyardian, that her words, that well, I said backyardian because I don't want to say what she said about Regina. She said she didn't tell y'all to do nothing. I'm like, well, Jaguar, you can't blame her for being where you at. I'm like, because if you can't just talk to people like that, I'm like, so I just let her talk because I'm just like, yeah,
right.
You can't talk to people like that and then just expect.
She can saying all that shit behind bars, okay? Yeah, talk that shit behind bars. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? That's why you in there. Because you don't even know
what the right. That's what you say. I said
proper
just
fucking shit to
like,
say.
Oh well, you in jail. That's what you get. I put you there. You shouldn't have been talking ish to me. Oh well, I do it again. I'm like, I told you, stand on it. Like, you gotta hide from what? If it's her. I'm like, that's cool. Like, I'm saying, because that's how you feel. Like, I'm not taking your feelings.
I can listen. When she told me, I don't see why you ever thought I was your friend, and you killed your child's father, and knowing that she fucked my child's father and all kind of crazy shit like that. The whole time she was around me, she had the secret that she was fucking my child's father.
Yeah.
What kind of? And then so really, she's got this animosity towards me. I had no idea. That's why she felt like we was never friends because she was fucking. She fucked my child's father.
Ooh. In your face.
Right. And around me, acting and being cool and everything like that, right? I want you to be my program. You know what I'm saying? But then act like, oh, you called me 100 times. You bothering me, whatever, man. Get out of here. Take your ass to jail.
That you knew she was a
DJ.
I found out.
I remember.
From the 90s.
Since then, she has been showcased at festivals.
I didn't know that. I wasn't around her enough to know that. She got me mixed up with somebody else. That's another thing. She don't even got her timelines and shit right.
How do you feel about Helmet?
Whose Helmet?
The baby we lost.
She didn't have no baby. That was made up. Come on now.
Can I have condolences, please?
She didn't lose no damn baby. She never was pregnant.
It was mine.
She ain't had no damn baby.
This is sad. I can't get no condolences.
She just now happened to get pregnant while she in the mental ward and then lose it when she get out. Get out of here. Come on now. Timing is impeccable. Like, look at that. Oh, the timing of it all.
Jack knows
whatever.
Who you are for real. Jack never hit who she is.
It's not funny.
I agree
Okay.
with the point
This
that
is my
Jen is
child.
saying, but
Why he got a what is he from the cowboy? What is that? The
what you
Colts?
did? You
No,
faking
it's
phone.
a helmet for special people.
Right, but what's the team on there? The
The Colts.
Utah.
The Colts.
Mm.
Indianapolis Colts. You tried. You tried. You tried. Girl. So, are you and Legena good?
Yeah, we all right.
She's working and stuff. Still staying with you?
Yep, she's at work right now. We're working on getting her own spot because in her own car and things like that, so she can get around. Just like an adult. She has to have her own space. Because I'm fixing to move from here. I got like a whole nother house I'm moving to. So,
yeah. Can Jack come visit?
Come visit where? Who? No, absolutely not. Huh?
Why?
We not cool.
I thought you don't do stuff like that.
I don't trust her. I don't know. And all that shit she said about my child's father and about my daughter and about my, your autistic daughter. And man, if you don't get the hell up out of here, you disrespecting the dead, man. So you lied about me being there for my child's father's death and that this whole bullshit ass story. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's true.
And then you're gonna call me and threaten people in my household and about to lie because she already lied on Tasha K's kid and called CPS on them. So she was already revving it up to try to do the same thing to me.
About the churn. People care about your daughter, but don't nobody care about Shaka kids. And I'm not saying that like from me. I'm just saying like from the public. The public don't care about Shaka's churn. I wanted to tell you that.
Why not? They're children. Why wouldn't you care about any children? Period. Children.
Care about any churn. I'm just because they say that, not me. I don't.
That's crazy.
Like that, but people they really have an issue with I'm glad that. How do you feel about the backlash that you get from having carbonation members, not carbonation members, but carbonation members around you when they have such a bad reputation?
I think it's kind of nobody has ever met them though in person, right? So when you actually get to meet these people in person, you realize that a lot of what people are saying, they're only seeing things from a 2-degree angle. They're looking from on the internet, so they don't know these people face to face, right? So all the things that they're saying is only based on like a one-dimensional thing, and they don't know anything beyond just that whatever they see projected out to them, and what other people are saying and what the rumor mill is. I got to deal with these people individually, face to face. So my perception of them is completely different than what people see. You know what I'm saying?
Shaka already said free Jack.
Shaka and them are not bad people if you get to know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's why you're basing it. Like, no, I actually know them.
Exactly, cocaine.
Y'all don't actually
she ain't know him neither.
Going off the stuff that y'all seen and heard on YouTube, but it's like that's not who they are.
Yeah, I got to experience the stuff directly with Velvet. You know what I'm saying? I got to experience her, and everything, and she's gone. And you know what I'm saying? The people that didn't work out, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? The people that did are still here. You know what I'm saying?
Itchy Coochie Velvet.
Oh.
Yeah, her and her kids was here for a second too.
Well, I bet they tore your house up. Is that why you're moving?
No, I'm opening up a home, like a assisted living home.
Oh.
And this house is gonna be for assisted elderly.
Okay, can I have an application for Jaguar?
Dude, No. I don't know.
Okay. So you said that Itchy Coochie Velvet is a good person?
She's not a bad person. I think that she's got a lot of growth to do. You know what I'm saying? She's a little traumatized. I think it's a lot of bad, just jumping from relationship to relationship and
she's just traumatizing too to them to churn. She's done a lot of traumatizing herself.
And those kids are beautiful. If you actually see those kids in person,
super cute.
That they was not that bad.
You probably didn't see them for a while because they was on the ceiling. But them
you know what, Bob,
bad kids. They are not bad kids. They're annoying like all kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not annoying.
And the little baby one, she don't really talk that much, but she had the most beautiful little eyes.
Neither one of them talk.
Just
Well, no, Eliana
yes,
talked.
Eliana
You know what I'm
talked
saying?
very
Eliana, you
well.
know,
Very well.
but the little baby, she is so cute. She got a little big old brown. That's the stuff that I like live for. Is like, okay, the kids. We put Eliana in a pageant for our first little pageant.
Oh, for
You know, that's
real?
the type of stuff I'd like to do. We went to a pageant.
With Eliana?
Eliana won a little prize. You know,
Oh,
that's the
she
type of
did?
thing. You know, huh?
Yeah. She won the prize.
She won a little crown and everything. You know, so
Did she
you know,
stay on the stage?
yeah, she was scared. She was scared. It was cute. You know, it was little moments like that. But people
Yeah,
don't get to see that
scary.
aspect inside of people. You know, they only get to see the parts that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And the rumor
Girl,
aspect of it.
it's bad. I seen one of them turn heads spin all the way around. So you ain't gonna make me. I seen one of them all the way around. I saw it. So the girl, them children is paid.
Boy, bye. No, they not. Hey, Zodican.
Girl, so,
I like the stuff you're doing, baby. I be checking you out.
Well, you know, we had our moments. It was some crazy moments that happened here. It didn't have anything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think there's a lot of like history between the people that's in the carbonation and stuff like that. So that history kind of like some of that stuff played out at my house. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't get too heated. It didn't, you know, it was discussions that were had. People like were able to either resolve them or not. You know, in that situation with Solar and Velvet, it didn't get resolved. You know, and that's why Shaka ended up on the Street Stars, kind of bashing Solar and Velvet. You know what I'm saying?
We figured that out
because the way that they left was kind of fucked up. So, but you know,
are you sleeping with Shaka?
No, absolutely not.
Have you ever been in a relationship with Shaka?
No, absolutely not. I'm not attracted to Shaka. No.
Has he ever done anything freaky to pay the rent?
No.
Okay.
He's a chef. He works at a restaurant down the street. He works most of the day. He's not even here. That's what we don't understand. That dude is at work like almost 12 hours a day. So the only people that's really here is me and Zine and the kids. And then he go into the studio and work on music. He's not even around us most of the time.
Pause. Why are poor kids being dragged by those? Ain't nobody dragging the kids. You can say the kids are bad. You're weird.
Those kids are not bad.
Those children is bad. I don't watch the lives of you failed it. Ain't nobody dragging the kids. Shut up, Goofy.
And you tell those kids, you was oh my god, that little baby girl is
bad. If you can't say kids are bad on the internet, then turn it off. Like, look at how stupid. Like, kids are bad. No one's saying they're ugly. No one's calling them stupid, dumb. No,
that's
we're not over here dragging kids. They're innocent, but kids are bad. Like, hell, my churn bad.
Listen, hey, I know my kids, my daughter. Well, my daughter's not bad. She might be a little annoying, but she's not bad. Right.
No one's dragging kids. We don't do that. Like, we can say kids are bad. Like, you're basic.
She's like a beauty queen. So my daughter she thinks she's a queen, princess. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what the kids was doing, being princesses. Huh?
How many times did you have to get Velvet kids off the roof?
Never. They was too busy putting on makeup and being cute and little princesses. That's what we kept them on. They was beauty queens and princesses and
so y'all
that type of stuff.
They poured.
Huh?
Y'all sit over there and let them clog their pores.
Clog their pores with makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And she won about you keep calling CPS on her. CPS ain't left them churn. Life
you know,
Ileana was born in the jungle, and that other baby was born in the woods somewhere.
Oh,
so
Lord.
Like
Lord. Oh Lord.
The woods in the jungle.
Oh Lord.
Yes. One was born in the woods, and the other one was born in the jungle.
There's some beautiful kids.
They are.
When they left, that's the only thing I missed was the kids. Everything else, I don't miss.
You don't miss this?
No, I missed it.
Ew.
You don't miss?
No, I miss the kids.
Oh my god.
So how do you feel about when Jack gets out and she come for your neck?
It is what it is, you know. I don't know who she thinks I am, but I'm not a pushover by any long shot. Just because I was in my year in white when she was around.
Now you're gonna get black.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm in the dark years now.
Oh,
the dark ages. No, I'm. When you're in your year in white, you're not allowed to you're not supposed to argue or get into it. I mean, I've had some slip ups where I couldn't help it, but now I'm not supposed to argue still. But I mean, I'm not gonna let nobody push me over either. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I mean, so if she decides she wants to come for me or whatever, it is what it is. I'm gonna try to just avoid it at all costs because I got other shit to do that's more important to argue with somebody about some bullshit. But if it gets too serious and she tries to do anything, like how she tried to, that she starts to put any action behind all that yapping, then there's a problem.
She pulling up. What you doing?
She better not put. Okay.
She pull up. What you doing?
Okay, look, we'll see. Listen, I was born in New Jersey. I don't know. She might be saying she's from Philadelphia, but I was born in Orange, New Jersey. And I lived in Detroit, too. Michigan for like 20. How many years? 20 years.
When people get beat up in both places.
Right. Well, honey. Well, let me tell you something. She'll be beat up in Dallas, honey. Leave me alone. It'd be a good idea for her to leave me alone.
So why do you keep falling off of like other YouTubers and stuff? You don't have to be specific. You know,
I'll be trying to call myself defending myself, but you know, when the person got an audience and they push a certain narrative and they get on a roll, sometimes I think it might be troll. I'm not trolls, but like AI, because if that comment section get the saying stuff. And so I'm realizing that it's really futile. I don't know why I'm trying to get up there and defend myself about stuff because the shit doesn't even work half the time because I be up there, then I end up going off, especially if I had a few drinks, I end up losing it on everybody, and now I look crazy because I can be kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You think Jaguar crazy? I could be probably equally or more crazy than she is.
2.0.
Yeah. I'm Gensis. I'm a whole different, you know.
Yeah.
A level of crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I just takes me a long time to warm up, you know?
Yeah.
My crazy doesn't like shoot out. It just it you know, trickles and then it finally explodes. So that's what.
Have you learned
that sounds crazy what I'm even talking about. What am I talking about there?
Yeah. Have you found out anything about the YouTube streets, girl?
Huh?
What have you found out on your journey in these YouTube streets? What have you learned, girl?
You know, I learned is that when you really are in the spotlight, most people that are in the spotlight is not answering all these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see Beyonce, not saying I think I'm Beyonce, but Beyonce is not trying to defend herself by anything anybody's saying.
Ooh.
So I think I'm making a big mistake by even jumping up trying to defend myself half the time. So yeah, that's one thing I kind of figured out. People that's really up there that's doing shit, they too busy doing shit to be down here defending about what people got to say about them. Because I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I need to do is focus on doing it rather than trying to talk people out of thinking I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this isn't a defense. This is a more so of you just coming forward for clearing up that there is some certain stuff that you didn't tell certain parties, like myself, the official campaign, and Legena.
Well, and in y'all case, I don't like. Okay, well, in the other content creators case, the world case, we never were cool. You know, I'm not cool with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. So me really jumping up there half the time is because I'm like, I'm not cool with y'all, and y'all talking shit. Y'all keep bringing up my name, so it's more of a defensive, aggressive.
When we first started talking, you did like him, and I said that was fine.
I'm not cool with him. I'm not cool with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cool with him, his panel, none of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's really about but in y'all case, I'm okay with y'all. So therefore I feel like, okay, I don't want you to feel like I did something or slighted you or any way or lied to you or whatever.
I felt like if you, like I told you when we first started talking, I don't have a problem with you being cool and being over there and stuff like that. And
I'm not cool with that guy.
But you said then that you didn't like him, and I said that I didn't have a problem if you did. I said that was fine. So
that guy will backstab to stab anybody. So I don't
wonder, like, well, what did you say to him about me? Because I said that I didn't have a problem with you being with, King Roman being.
No, I didn't have anything to say about you.
Because you said that he was like recording you without you knowing and stuff like that. I'm like, well, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he did record me and did a whole interview and put it out on his page. Yeah, he did do that.
But then you
recorded my Instagram. All my life, trust him. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, would I like a person know that it's got the snake? This is clearly like there's nothing that you send to him is not gonna get tried. He'll think you're cool with that nigga, and he will expose you. He'll call himself exposing you, even just for content, you know.
Girl, he gonna get you, girl.
Man, we already been going at it. I'm sorry, we already been going at it.
OMG.
Huh?
OMG. But here's the thing. Didn't you?
Somebody's calling me back to back. Hold on.
That's probably Legena.
Drop you quick and then you come back up. Because didn't you know that all of that beforehand? Like, weren't you contacting him after that? I don't know. I'm confused.
With Galvani, you got a fist. You got it. Dessert. Got savvy.
You back?
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. So after some of the stuff that you have found out about him, didn't you like know that? Weren't you still like going on his panel like after that stuff though?
Not as a friend, not be cool. We were arguing. I mean, we spent 10 hours arguing with each other.
10 hours.
So you went as a foe.
10 hours.
Yeah, because like they're lying about shit. They're lying and they're saying all the shit, saying I'm fucking shotgun. No, I didn't go over there as a buddy, being a part of the team. Never. I've never gone on that panel. Every time I go on that panel, it's to defend myself because they be lying about me.
He gonna get you.
Lying about my business, saying I'm scamming people, lying about saying I'm fucking Shaka, lying about everything. And then when I'm trying to explain, okay, this is what happened. So I was trying, okay, this is what this real story is. They don't want to know what the real story is. They'd rather come up with bullshit because it's more entertaining. They can speculate for 10 hours on it. Because I mean, his lives last for hours on end. So the only thing that you could do for 10 hours is bullshit. You can't. Once you tell the truth, it don't take that long.
Be nice. Look, don't look. You can say your expressions, but please don't like try to like flame him or anything. But you can state your experience.
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I can't really talk that much because I'm going to end up doing that. That's how
you can talk without flaming him, girl.
I'm not going to be able to do that. There's nothing I can say that's going to be nice about that person. So
when did all of this come on?
Oh, I got one thing to say nice. Thank you for giving me the address. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else nice to say.
So you used him.
Say it again.
So you used him in his beam team. That's very nice. Not very nice.
Yeah. I could be nice and I could be nasty. Some people think I'm nice. Some people think I'm nasty.
Oh Lord. Some people think I'm nice. Oh,
you laughing?
F up a
well,
whole
I'm sorry. I cracked myself up. Michelle
I can laugh.
That was terrible,
I'm
man.
not in trouble. You in trouble. So I can laugh.
Well, I know that the comments probably eating me up. I can't see them, so.
Well, in closing statements, is there anything you like to say, girl? Because I have to come back and go live about something else.
Well, I just want to say what's up to everybody. You know, I hope I didn't piss everybody off, but it is. You know what? I can't be cool with everybody. You know, I think I'm misunderstood. That's all.
Oh Lord.
But I got some music coming out, and also on Tribe Zulu Vision, we got Charleston White and Princella Clark coming up. So it's going to be an interview with Charleston White and Princella Clark. If y'all saw her on Real Life Street Stars, she's the one who thinks that men are incapable of love. Mm-hmm. So that's like, we've been working on it's a network that we have, and we're going to be doing interviews like that. And so the launch of that is going to be June 15th with Charleston White, Princella Clark. They're doing like a kind of a battle. No, not a battle, but like a war of the worlds. You know, men are incapable of love. She feel like men should be slaves. She don't feel like men should be in the house and stuff like that. And I somewhat agree with a lot of the things.
And me thinking, and Jaguar, that King World had her arrested. It wasn't King World. It was her. Because I can't like literally say she lied because.
Gina came over here, she
My. I still believe that from what Legena from Lagena, Louisiana was talking about. I don't believe her. You don't know what to believe, but what I do know is Louisiana knew. Louisiana knew. They got together and say, hey, let's get our name off this bond. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you be truthful and honest and your whole life is a lie? She needs like mental health ASAP, but she doesn't want to go into there because she don't want to open that closet door. She don't want to open that closet door because there's a lot of spooky things in that closet. You know, we could talk about her and everything. Yeah, she done separated herself, but she did. You know, she had a lot. Her and her family been through a lot of trauma, and I feel like how that lady felt. I hopefully, because all that you need help. Can't nobody help you get DNA from nobody in their family. When you check the DNA the first time, and they told you that your father was African, which they didn't tell you your father was African. They told you were African because you didn't get your father's DNA. You got your DNA or your ancestry. So they didn't tell you that that wasn't your father because he was not the one that's tested. You the one that got 98% of Ghanaian blood in you. That's you. So, you know, I hope that she does get her help one day. Because if you really want to know if they was your siblings, all you gotta do is go test your brother. Go see if your brother is your brother. I mean, that's the best way you could test. You could test your immediate family. What help do you need? Test your immediate family, girl. Stop playing with us. But either way, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hoping you guys have a beautiful night. And I shall see you guys later. Peace out. She doesn't want to know because she knows. The lady says she knows. So she don't want to know what's in that closet, Yvonne. She knows they her family. It's just that closet is spooky. She had a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma. Because the cousin already confirmed it. So she gonna have to take that walk, baby. I mean, but if she wants to still believe she's that daughter, hey, that's her belief. It doesn't make it true. She said that's why she keeps saying the key word, I believe. And nobody asked her in these memories what the house looked like. Did it have a red chair, a blue chair? Like, what did the house look like that you was in? Nobody has never asked her that. Your memories is with her. Where? Where were you? What type of house? Did you go inside the house? Was you on a chair or a couch? What the inside of the house look like? If you was there with these memories, and then she's gonna say, I don't remember. I was too young. But yes, Gensis did it. Gensis did it right along with Legena. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Peace out.